man ba olum against Mra. And said Neba a football at a notier and so against Mra. I did be a ball and to say almost a class Sabe Nebema Arsenal. I didn't never bomb you and your friend ball. O Galia Montoche on from side and side. Or so ball no more against FIFA Mra because I don't see your ball. Because he shall one day. Nivia say a bit me to be a Jatoa Quadi shall one day. But the hammer one cut ball the go at his own touch and the hammer. I was he in your pay, who a bejo. Because don't worry, okay?
Check it out, Unity Radio in the move. Worcester, United States of America. Unity Radio by Yawa.
The world's greatest philosopher, the walking encyclopedia. Elizato, drop the fire.
If you didn't marry the girl you spoiled, you will definitely marry the one another man spoiled. Remember, Romans chapter 6 verse 2 says, God will pay each person according to what they have done.
Elizato?
I have never seen a handsome mathematics teacher before. They all look like quadratic equations.
Elizato.
Even if sense and wisdom is falling like rain, African leaders will still use umbrella.
Elizato?
By the time you buy a car, they will be wanting those with private jets. My brother, you can never satisfy women.
Elizato.
Girls used to stay at home and cook like their mothers. Nowadays, they stay outside and drink like their fathers.
Elizato.
No woman can control me. No woman can control me. But once she says, go and lock the door, you fly like a bird.
Elizato.
When your man is angry and shouting at you, just take off your clothes. Men don't argue with naked ladies.
Elizato.
Once a girl enters your room and see plasma TV, decoder, laptop, fridge, AC, microwave, and foodstuffs, my brother, believe me, a serious relationship has just started.
Elizato.
A man can be in UK and not okay. He can live in US and still be useless. All good things come from above, not abroad.
Elizato.
When you start behaving like ECG in a relationship, don't complain when your partner finds a generator.
Elizato.
A jealous demon may appear as a supportive angel. An open enemy is better than a false friend.
Elizato.
Some black women think having a big ass is a career.
Elizato.
Beyonce's net worth is $850 million with 22 Grammys and over 100 million album sales, and still forgive Jay-Z when he cheats, and you with only 2 panties won't make us rest.
Elizato.
I think it is time for us to start dating by qualification. We cannot have a degree and get heartbreak from an ordinary SSC holder. It's highly unacceptable.
Elizato.
My brother, relax. That girl you are begging to accept you is also begging another guy not to leave her. We are all beggars.
Elizato.
Thank you very much, my brother Ricky.
Elizato.
Unity Radio and Kabomuye.
Why talk to us?
Why shall nobody say my was so and I'm fit one of my baby?
No, talk to me. Talk to me. I said, Madam Duncan, so what? Yeah, Mama. I will be a man. Also, man, was so David, and must be out to. You can go. What for someone must show? What about Chadimu? What did I see? I won't be Mama. And Maria, you don't to be a
me kwa toilet no so bla ye toilet bia no krom ha sei ana me se me kwa toilet no so me dua na blend su ne ba me koto pa ho no so ba kan ha wona ye adan sa toilet da bia ye ne me ma koto so na ba ma su ni mo toilet krom pa sei kro ka ka nyina toilet ane afan ya wo ho yi ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya no so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na ye sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
dey say say me ko toilet so so afo so de me eba sa me so menya dai o se me so tranchen na me so menia na me ko tonje on no bu afusa ade ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so to se ba ko be mi nyina mi ningum ho mi tumi ningum za o ko to so ba no esinchen so ko te se abrim pia so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bia na
dabi ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bia e kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to de Untimi ni ngo. No say de go to zumie.
Obi a toilet dey what dey na wa dey cost na say toilet na do.
Toilet dey me kwa ne ya. Ah ya careful. Toilet dey ye sibia ye bu the careful. Ni atare nchen sei. Ndu bu careful na oba dey siswe.
Na say mo kra ma ne ha bo.
E ma ne ha ye. What is your toilet so ye ba ko pe. E fa ni nkwankwa ne. Oba ko no oba siso no me siso. So what is ndi toilet dey enwum nkwa dey enyina enwum nya ni abom. Comme je besie abana ntima besi bia ma eni manisa
yani edamu no Worcester bonten so obia tie Unity Radio who say man no day man day ankasa Unity Radio yabane yaba ba yawa empanifo kan awomwo o sa aboa enwa wo hwe ne husu ya ye fra no wotope no kura trodo no wa Opoku Gyamfi wa bin adwumam wanyi ababaye otope Opo national
Asampa etia obanyansafo so wo munubia wonka na asam te mafutu sam kakre wa asopeme yo kofi
masa enya ohuwa boga don hu Ghana chance kunsunya na chia na efo efisem hu nya papa ampa watna bro chirachi je na efo so uchi ya watie Unity Radio ya chance say to me tata edansa Unity Radio killer ya Amaya memana Yamechaza Namesi Wanyi nipa o Wanabeye o Nebeye ya ifri ya ne ara Wani nipa namesi Suwofi oyo Nebeye ya ifri ya ne ara And just real call the amount me Agnes Buafo Sanso na mecha minya bema Michael Damte Doris Edu Gyamfi all the way in Italy Milano. And special good morning to you Felicia Obeng Mami Efra Duncan Anopa Michao Samson na Mami Justina we a choir leader our Presbyterian Church of Ghana Mount Zion congregation Anopa Ncha so nkuna mede ma o papa kuma eja kuma Anopa Mpacho Michao Julius papa club no Mesco papa eja kuma me pacho Anopa Michao kwan so nko so Mejidi se munyina mo ho ye Mami aba nkuma all the way our Pantan Government Hospital in Accra and to all our cherished viewers and listeners Mechamunyina Mahama Mwajoma Mwakwaba our your respective time zone mu Nimze uko Italia Doris Michao Anopa wa hizi se mo ho ye awia Ghana krabo no mienu apa ho simadua sambe te se enan na enum na insia nti uko Italy dia na jeza mo dia mo kra mo lidi about 6 hours or so nti achamo Michael Damte says good morning bro I'm watching you live of course Michael I know you are here with us let us say thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us we really appreciate everybody listening to us on 103.9 megahertz and of course those listening to us yen apa Play Store Unity Radio Worcester app and also mo share on Facebook yada mo nyina se mo share on YouTube if you want to watch it on your screen or TV no so ofia or call YouTube and search for Unity TV Worcester and just like the page subscribe so every time we are live you can watch us on your big screens on your YouTube TV Frances Lamisi Punamani all the way in Takrady Frances you unfortunately you were not on the show yesterday but Mamia Base she had opportunity of meeting you and Unity Radio so manenya damfo baako fe she's so glad she was able to meet you over the weekend what radio can do so Christopher Quasin head of IT department Unity Radio says I'm also here Chris Yachel my entonka Chris my entonka okay abusia na won komodi na won ensem ka said Odike Cairo honorable Kennedy Japan trip to Worcester has been cancelled mentinya dia town hall meeting no eba so mame famfam na tiefo nyina nte wa wantie nura no na wate na waka che onua na onua so aka che ni nua my woman, oh my man, Nyame Chazia, Namesi, Wanini Pao, Sawan, Yanamisumanya, when a bay, Opesagan and ye. Bound Peseba criticize your party. Opesagan and ye. Bound Peso bear the right thing. Why never more mine yes, if we all sit aloof, who is going to make the country better? It's your money be free how well you play your role and how well I play my role collectively can make the country better. I don't pay your mamu na chibi o Brazil mama kwaba. If you play your role, I play my role. Said the end of the piano and the word of motivation. The Bedroll Richway Auto School 65 James Street. Two driver's license. Ama waho, ama uba, ama unya, umame, oyere, umpana, obia. Aya Richway Auto School. 65 James Street. Bra. Your driver education special ones, your adult education lessons, and your one Kwadanso Edia from the junior operator certification. Nina no Uba Ebema be Rich Auto School 65 James Street, the best driving school by far in town. Ubia Jatum Brani CSU, Nabi Bianson Konkan Richard say, Ode Oba Kase for Unity Radio nearby, Obema special discount. Richway Auto School Adaruma. Anopebia Yaba was safe to begin the show. Ya motivate in Nipa because Nipa here crunch and there will be problem on Namuno. Obi how Anopa was sorry or Namu Asemboni bi obi ateno and you may be enko yebu obi abemno. Richway Auto School sponsored motivational messages goes a long way to motivate us, to encourage us, to ginger us, of course, to revive us and to give us hope and to tell us that all is not lost, even when it seems so and it feels so. So I say. Anopa Bosuo crying. Mami Aba, special good morning, good afternoon to you in Ghana. Thanks for greeting me too. And then the rich way see and no can any say. And penny for boo baby, I can for crab boo baby pa. I'm actually ready to nyom. You see ni pass, I see where I tisono. Ya me pen you cho. Ye be jiding. So when you cha a year. Don't get me wrong, it's good to grow old and to live long on this earth. But the most important thing, and he say, ubeja legacy, asasi we so. Legacy abejano wasase we so ne hia elunti seneka ka asem na asasem we se mo amutai tie ehue mo bete se metai kapa se me nana enso ka asasem no se asase we so no, it's not how long you live but how well you have lived is the main thing. Seneka de no we say not how long but how well you have lived is the main thing. Nti ene de me no kan say baby out no many pan feel up absence. Baby out no many pan kaiwo. Say uniwa na ya feel. Make an impact. You can live na manu choka. Say we were talking about similar things like this now. You mentioned Ebony. Say Ebony didn't live long, but she left a legacy. Nobody will forget her. Inti abrabo make an impact in the lives of the people around you. Babrabopa, Jadimpa, leave a good legacy. So say basa time bia udino e kasa si we so. Inti in life Seneka say it's not how long but how well you have lived. That is the main thing. And yet mretenti a obeche e wasase we so. No nkyere say menche. You know, when you are living a good legacy and you live long, it means your legacy will even stay longer. Because you have lived long enough to leave a better and a longer legacy to be remembered all the time. It's a non crash sama ene Seneka Adaruma by the kindest courtesy of Richway Auto School. Yano Eche say enye mretintin nemum hawa. Sometimes people say uba usta had a bang, uba broche da bang, uba da bang. People can say that, all sort of things. But you know, in life it is not how far or how long you've lived in Worcester, in New Jersey, in Ohio, in abroad, but how well. Make an impact in the lives of people. Let people remember you. Encourage people, motivate people. You know, one says, oh yes, when you are not there, people feel your absence and your legacy will live for the rest of your life. And only encourage us, man, pay. You know, question was say, how did my city Takrady treated you? Okay, I don't know Mami Aba. Mami Aba, I don't know if Mami Aba is a Takrady. Manu Chakraba. Abom design.
Yeah.
Na they don't know why humble boys.
Amunya tardy bosses.
I don't know why humble boys. I don't know what could UT.
I've always been humble. I'm a great new look. You see out there. I mean, you know. Yes. My mom for the first time I'm premiering my hair, my new hairstyle.
When am I here?
I didn't. No, I just need a new look. I mean, you see, I'm German. I mean, of course, I own my life. Nobody should influence me to take my hair off. You see, I'm Jan Afro, I'm South American anymore. The moment say like I own everything to my own successes and failures. Me and I just decided about the criminal dem dey be tani ade yemu. Tina ye kokko kakra na say no then. Let me go natural.
Rudy Giuliani.
Exactly.
Rudy Giuliani.
Me name there.
Rudy Giuliani. Donald Trump lawyer.
I'm
that press conference no you should hair dye.
Exactly.
No more unity. Now minim say baby omo press conference say air condition ni ho. Say you omo press conference na yomo press conference na all you know. Yomo na e sane no efa press conference. At the end of the day media no kra amfa hwe. Yomo no be capture no their headlines.
Oh ebe won why street ngwa say.
Yeah nanu ya time of Trump lose elections here na
me aggressively smart lawyer. I mean sometimes I wonder say no headline no say no me die so kakra but see me all the grace. I mean it's a fresh new outlook. But some Michael Jackson. I decided to make some name kakra. That's the reason. I mean, let me just say new could be watch me. Example, something natural to say pubic hair. So the pubic hair.
The meaning pubic hair.
Yeah, something natural. Like
my dear friend of pubic hair.
Exactly. That's why I mentioned it to you. So it's pubic hair. Minima say pubic hair.
Minima the crow.
You wouldn't mind the crow if you're pubic hair.
Mami Abba say, what am I seeing?
Yes. I'm old. I look old now. The fashion is.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing happened.
I see the Ukoshia baby no say or do be quite sorry to see or Huntis or Guaro and on Peltino here because who are Nimu no.
Yeah,
to use an exclamation.
Yes,
oh.
Yeah. What happened? I know.
What happened?
I'm sure say I'm now yet to meet that woman who will tell me to go to church and me to say it. I mean, it can happen. Sometimes people predict before they happen. But for now, it's just a new outlook.
But Kwesi also seems to be in love with your new haircut.
Yes.
This is Manucho version 21.0.
Exactly.
You look sharp.
Exactly.
Girls nabre.
Exactly. You know, when I did this too, I nearly had 2 girls yesterday. They said, "Wow, you changed. You look good." I nearly
doesn't kill a bird.
Exactly. They flew away. It's American. So I'm almost there, but not almost there. So I say, yes, banana girl, no, I'm a board doorbell. Now you must show nature. I came on. That's feeling. We saw when you be on. What baby face say you are going to explore? I watch
explore them.
You are going to use the mahogany tree. You are going to
use the mahogany tree.
I could school, but that's it if you. Mahogany tree. I mean, you want to go and open her up. I mean, let me make it simple.
Open who up?
The lady up. Who could be a monache say, "Oh, I mean, you don't. This woman, you don't lick. You make sure that because you are still, you don't have to lick.
Chris,
licking can cause something extraordinary. So you don't lick."
Enra, kwa ya me yehutoye.
No crack. Send and as when you bianca no crack. Tell him so toy no. How much in so tosa? Nobody spoke the truth. No crabba, and then you have a bokama.
Already who your mobile. Anyway, Kwame Kessage as well. Oh, he was on the show. No, yes. I said,
yeah, one of these days, yeah, I'm told you have a new sweet place, so you visit you one of these days.
Oh my goodness. Christopher Chelsea. Otchere.
Yeah, Chris, me una check.
Assuming can just Otchere.
They
also all canon.
Yes.
So Otchere.
Yes. But Meka. When I say Otchere, I shouldn't say it, but I'll still say it. Don't say Meka. I've missed radio. We say like 4 or 5 days. It feels like 5 years already. I've not been on radio, and I know others have missed me too. That moment, it's just fresh new outlook. See, I'm here in Papa be share meeting. To be in beyond recommended be mommy. Na meeting full come.
I'll
predict you want to be youth. Na say me you.
Exactly. This week, yeah.
Exactly. This week, exactly. So a fresh new look.
I'll cut it down.
People they know us.
Yeah,
they know us that I mean you bet me assistant all the time. I mean we just too great. We rule our world. We are in the United States of America, you know. This America, you do what suits your body. I mean everything is allowed. Back home now, you probably should take Rajajo. One thing I've loved about this country.
But I say Ghana Kraniama is a sound because I see people and I see the hair they've done.
Ghana won't team for Rasta and Kwaye Banko. You found that.
I say then Rasta.
No, me the bank.
Sometimes you have to conform to the standards.
No, but because we judge people by the outlook too much, Ghana most said need a problem. Now, my lawyers na dienya. Will you say standard or to me a good lawyer? You know, when I go to work and they see me, they even your output. We say Ghana they more of outlook than output. Output say
perception.
Yeah, say ruffian. I mean, I say
impression.
Exactly. Me Ghana they mean to me and I'm that. I be quite next up when my diamond each blue. I mean, no. But at least there's a country which accepts.
No, but I think it's becoming more acceptable.
Buko Ghana che. O de ya ko Ghana. Bisa me remember bank and say I lawyer.
Buko Ghana in 2019.
No boy, nurse away rasta. Ghana. I mean you have an issue. About the idea can about Bema de Obenyasem. I'm not sure you can. But like we say, these are Florence Nightingale issues. They believe in you have to look for the work.
Yeah.
I mean, look good for the work and stuff like that. But that is, I say in the anticipation, I'm a boss to cry Rastafarian. I mean, one of the bosses that I have in the HR for Rasta Malik. Right, so I realized that is how back at Walmart. I don't know what here.
No, I had it. So
yeah, your efforts, the output. The output is more important.
Yeah.
That's what makes them great. I mean, I wish Ghana would be like America minus LGBTQ anyway. I mean, and the Ghana the mamunjintum. I mean, baby, what the man the other man no, or woman free the Duncan. Internet, I support with Sam George in that cold fight. That I mean, Ghana the money they don't accept everything. Woko Saudi Arabia, they have their laws, the Sharia. Woko Dubai, you can drink in designated places.
Because you used to say I have worked with a doctor here in Ohio whose beard is like a Taliban, but in Ghana he can't work.
Exactly, Ghana you have issues
because that is why we are Ghana and this is America. Kwesi.
No, but you need to look at output.
We don't have to also copy everything.
No, but what's wrong with keeping a natural hair?
What's wrong with the way you seem now?
Yes.
You look like. Oh, says I'm telling you,
I look like a virgin. That's why I'm uncle.
Sometimes you know when I did this hair.
Yes.
I met Mirefi. Oh, Mirefinity. One brother. Our Indian center. That was Titi Glover.
Yeah, Titi Glover.
Yeah. Oh, she I mean on so national.
Yeah.
And I'm saying yes, sir. So upon national I'm the boss you. I say I'm the boss them I say now opo what are you through say? I'm so what's wrong?
Yeah.
I say message you a big person in the community. People look up to you. I know you know he made me feel really bad.
But you know when I had that look so made me feel okay. I felt young again. So I feel like I'm old again.
And you meet some people too and people say poti we fatal. We fatal first no.
And interestingly
almost first no. Now we are now kokra.
Yes.
Oh, just like you said.
And now somebody said, I look nice. Another person said it's bad. I should not have this look again. I mean, two ladies said within a space of like 2-3 minutes.
Now
no, but this doesn't look good on you. And I'm here about Christmas picture. And Ghanaians appreciated it.
No,
500 like they said, wow, you have a new outlook.
Yeah. Now when my wife from Penn, now my game pet.
Yeah.
Maggie didn't like
initially,
it. Yeah. So she's or on the no, yes sir. Minko cha. And name my minu Ghana.
Yes.
And then almost a video call and I was there.
Yeah.
And Maggie younger sister in Ghana, name my minu and back.
Yeah.
So no yeah. And I know Mokasa.
Yeah.
And now my America say I say on idea why you three. And then Becky was Mapa.
Yes.
This is the how handsome
very young. I mean,
no wife.
Exactly.
What niti na dada ne dia na me kra na me pay.
But buy me who now. He gave you a very decent.
My many say who am I? So you don't know so mo pay dia.
Why not?
Why I mean come on to.
Yeah, but when I saw you,
others too didn't like it.
You looked older, but we know. I mean, it brings you a different way.
Yeah, look.
There's a reason that Nkovucha punk now. For me, it made me feel good. May you be I feel a bit odd, but I mean, it's still part of us. You know. Well, we say it doesn't go. Some people abrofo. She say abrofo say me chance amenye bi pa. Exactly. It's a we are rusticated kakra. We are rascal kakra. I mean, but it's still good. It's still us. I mean, it's about what is in us, and that makes us great again.
Yeah.
Well, the cover, you don't discount the cover. I mean, a good book starts from the cover. One, that's what only.
You know, I had lawyer.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, lawyer ni.
Oh yes. Me own Ghanaian lawyer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or no, you're Rasta.
Exactly.
Time I walk Lafayette Street ni adini na or Rasta. you know, he got rid of the rester.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, just like you are saying,
yes.
the Ghanaian perception alone.
Yeah, I will throw you off.
What you say, oh, me means few, but it will weigh you down sometimes.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes,
I know.
It will weigh you down.
I met guys to be like, hey, no man to stand why you.
Yeah.
I mean, they were taken aback. I mean,
he had to get rid of it.
Yeah, but we should embrace both cultures. At the end of the day, in China, you're talking about it. I mean, me Ghana, they mean to me that. But I say there a bit of we bit of freedom because the bosses look at your output more. But you're crony there, but it's still allowed. I mean, that is Ghana
not civil engineer now, you know, exactly. Civil service for crowd, they're more conformed.
Yeah, you can't.
Say rascal guy.
Oh yeah, they will not hire you. None of them catch up. But you say we come to our cultures make people unique and decent. We call Saudi Arabia, we call America, we call UK. The culture of the people, so we can't throw away our culture just to please anyone.
That's what I'm saying. We call like Libya.
Yeah.
I had traveled to so many countries. Now I call Tunisia. I call Egypt. I call Morocco.
Yeah.
No, I call Morocco.
Okay.
I call
Egypt.
I call Egypt.
Tunisia,
Libya. And some of the North African countries.
Exactly.
And say Europe, Italy, UK, but me too. Libya. Libya was a different thing.
Wow.
Obano Krawu name.
Yeah, just the eyes.
And I see Chum, you my one Ghana commission.
Maintain.
Yeah, Mensantene.
Who
shall banana Uchem. Now, the bones are on us are done in, and I just had you born. Say, who are?
Yeah,
straight away, your best.
You can be convicted by your thoughts.
Yeah.
Your thoughts alone can put you in jail.
Exactly.
Wow, what a country.
It's just like you said.
Yes, culturally, that makes the people unique. I say Libya, Saudi Arabia, no to make a miniskirt.
Yeah.
Or your bar, now you're fed down, you have to hide them. So that's where I will agree with you that we can't just throw away our culture to embrace somebody's culture to make. There's that sometimes we feel that. Yeah,
but I love the new look though. No more dreadlock crew.
Yeah, one dread, one down.
Yeah,
but it will come back. I mean, I just wanted to regrow it. I mean, with everything this time, I've discovered the creams that will make it grow better. So,
Magnus Bofusocha.
Oh yeah, Mr. Major Super. It's been quite a time. I miss you guys lots. As for my manager, yeah, more will be binty. I'm on channel live, but we are in close contact and talk all the time. I mean. So a very good morning to our numerous, cherished, beautiful, and happy, excluding us now fans.
Canada, Japan, Yamba.
What happened?
Something happened. Which have you been watching? Your man?
Yeah. I watched you too. He managed to do that, pull that one. But I thought with or without it could still go on.
No, I don't know why. Man, I don't want us to even deliberate on this.
Yeah, I'm misinformed.
And I don't know why I was bringing
with Kwame, our chief in.
Many Kwame. Kessi Dinkomo after the show.
Yes.
And then I make a chance say, Mayor Emma. I mean, that's a program, no. Mufuse program, no benefit community na Ghana.
Yes.
The program should still.
Yeah, even when I listened to the dude, he said he knew it would go on.
He knew it would go on.
But he's still planning another demonstration to come and counter. But then, I mean, in the spirit of fairness, if Ghanaian and people, nobody is being forced to be there. I mean, like he says on the show, it's a free show. Wow, pen and over. If you have anything, just tell people not to patronize, but to work so hard not to let it happen there. I mean, he
continued yesterday.
You see, the point here is that
then the one you are doing. The one you are talking
Royal
about.
Sent to me.
No, I know that. He did a new one yesterday.
Oh, okay. To raise shoulders.
Jai.
No, I like him because blindness, but you see, the point here is that the Ghana community person
Mustafa Jimmy for
he mentioned some few names in there. You see, the point is that if Ghanaians want to meet the mayor to add their grievances, you don't need Kennedy Japan to be there. You can always call him for a meeting. So when I said just to come and the issue has to do with Ghana
mayor, Asia mayor. It was Kennedy coming and mayor was coming to grace the occasion.
Exactly. So if the mayor says, I don't think it takes the whole show off.
I don't know why, but maybe the organizers also know best. So let's also
anyway, I agree with you. I know they are astute people, but to let him have his way there, he has his way and say.
Enra the show no so there already.
No, even the first one I watched was misinformed. Nippon say, the chief person in terms of Omama. That is not the one.
Yeah.
So sometimes, and you see, the bad news is that I know because for every 12 people there's a Judas. Ghana for na be nature more information
how would I better than go
exactly omoka to the instead that people's immigration status here was being mentioned. Yeah, they are not in you.
And now say crowd there nya was in Krasifogu how you Krasifogu Worcester Krasifogu Bronx Krasifogu New Jersey any identity to say there what we program be abefre Kennedy about no kwa fa nkra tako. We try ice. I'm for.
You see, the truth is that as much as I is a crusader that I like, the point is Kennedy has also been one of the major proponents in Ghana. They are close to truth. Politicians are sycophants and bootlickers. That's when you're Kennedy. Sometimes he says it as it is. In terms of like I say, Kennedy, or he rather prefers those ministers and MPs from Ghana now. All of them are shut up. They are having issues. The Muntakas and Kono Monkas. I don't remember any issues bad. They sometimes air their own truth. They are biased, but they tell us that you are killing them. Then we should invite you for you to. No, I mean sometimes you should spare us.
Anyway,
you should spare us that one. I agree. Some of the fights say they are swale the rest to senior then or the end point, but it should not be enough a reason to just kill a program. I mean that one there. I'm sorry. The organizers shouldn't have gone that route. Like Kevin Taylor and your program. Now why? You don't.
Yes, you don't discuss.
Yeah, discussing because I disagree. I will discuss because a program embassy. No, nothing embassy. It's discussing. So program embassy. You see, no, the prominence is not coming on. What are you talking about? Let me take you on. The prominence is that. Let's go. The prominence is that you are telling me that Kevin Taylor and Tiadian embassy. Then your prominence. Prominence is it not come? Not giving prominence is that. Oh, maybe if you never so. Prominence is that
Maybe say you say we don't have to discuss it.
No, the point is
we still discussing.
No, I will discuss because the program is not coming on. Okay, I say basso. Now can not give prominence. I'm say good. Where no prominence means that Kalusha say Kalusha kwa bibina. Oh, nti opo embasso. Oh, yeah embasso. Why the more prominence? Oh, still a basso then a basso that yenja and answer me yenka. But we are here, and if you are being told no other reason has been given than he writing to the mayor to tell the mayor that Mama name Badam where is the prominence is that? And unless you have another reason that
let me say it doesn't want to discuss it.
Oh, there is Sana go
into details.
Organizers, but we should just tell people that the program has been cancelled. But in any way, we were told yesterday, sir, Kennedy is still coming to Worcester. He will still come to Worcester. But the town hall program, no, and I cancel no. But Worcester
anyway, they know maybe there are other final details that I'm not aware of. But maybe I'm pained because some maybe reading I'm telling us, now wait there, young community can always meet mayor to our grievances. We don't need Kennedy to be there. And two, it's a Kennedy never. The mayor is only a side attraction, so it can still go on. But to marry the two and see Embassy, that's why I'm a bit pained. I'm hurt. I'm seriously hurt that they allowed him to really have his way. I know their prominence and now moreover, you see everything he says. Microphone near Casa. You can't sit and tell me Kevin Taylor speaks better. Or I mean, you not like him.
The only I will encourage you say, Kuti and run show now here. Because may try some Kamenya Kwame. Kwame Otchere-Ankrah.
He doesn't speak better than Kwame Kese.
Kwame.
I mean, sometimes
Yeah, Otchere-Ankrah.
I'm a Duncan.
Ujina baby a bit made in come. You are live on radio though.
Oh yes, I bet made in come.
Oh yeah, the two radio. We are the two radio, so you don't need synopsis. Yeah, no. Manucho was out yesterday. He was on appointment yesterday, so he couldn't be on the show. He just came today, and I was making the announcement that Kennedy's program has been cancelled. Now I am very incensed. I say program no need senka you cancel. Said yeah, Nra na me no din hu komo off air. Ne bof gidi. I say he need Manucho so here.
Ni abema Manucho say. I mean,
I say yeah, chicken out.
Exactly, too easy. Unless maybe there are other reasons that we don't know. Until we ascribe it, then we can be on the same bed. But if it's based on the noise from the guy in Washington DC, I mean, the mayor is not the one. It's a side attraction, but the show should go on. We don't need to hold on. They are giving him credence that he has achieved what he wanted to. Why shouldn't be? This is Worcester. They are able-bodied men over here. See, why will you? Your position mayor near grievances. We can do it without Ken's presence. But But it's just a side to make it beautiful that there's a Ghanaian community which is loved and cherished. And he knows very well that he cannot stop Ghanaians in Worcester from holding a town hall meeting with Kennedy Japan. He can't do that. The worst he can do is to demonstrate. That also is within your remit. So why will the program not come on because it's making noise, ugly noises on air? I mean, these are vague threats that you should.
Now, you know my love for Manucho, right? You know my love for Manucho, and I just want to say that I mean, thank you for the opportunity out there. I'm Anopa Bosuo, because I think that you've been very consistent, and it's all about Ghana for national. Thank you, and then Manucho.
Yes,
I can't agree with you more about. I mean, the terms now we use to but me underline, now for this opportunity, and I was saying Manucho when so now appointment to me and. Number one, I want to be very honest and sincere as a commentator to have such a discussion.
Yes.
So, one, let me underline the word checking out.
Yeah.
Let me underline the word, which is true. I agree with you. Now, a woman, I had the opportunity to speak with the honorable member in Anopa personally. Now, at the end
yes.
Obia the resources and kakanga bebaniade. So enti obi anyway obi to provide the way just to make sure that the program becomes successful. So when one partner drops down based on information in Bontia, and the timing it made it very difficult for us to move on with the whole organization.
Yeah, okay.
But as a team, issue bar, you come together and support each other.
Yeah, consensus, yeah.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you on that. But unfortunately, the show is coming on.
Yes.
Now, on the radio, you try to censor some of the information.
Yes.
We team, they made in common off air. Which is true. Mayor of Worcester is not a Ghanaian.
Yes.
We invited him. We gave him that respect. He is our friend. The mayor has been a friend of our community since day one.
Yes.
And it keeps increasing every single day. The love, the relationship between us and then our mayor is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And when you never attest to that fact.
Yeah.
But the inviting on us or say information and say when you say and yet no one in my so I can't say major see your cancel program. There were other logistical aspects. Now that time I'm getting most calls I say at the end I was here checking out. That's the thing I'm saying. I'm underlining the word, But now the point is that
maybe people are using that word because of what went on yesterday, because Enra say me ankasa no bisa Manucho beka chiro say menyo bia me tai etie no. But Enra there was a conversation between you many Paul Disoso and then Louisa Mwako, MPP PRO Massachusetts.
Right.
Yeah. And then after the meeting, and then Paul said that said the program no yes ya cancel no ebe man nyina so ne de ne obey the day. So I was busy, so and I didn't even watch it. Until Najube many Paul Disoso kasa Najube to say 11 something. And I maybe say Paul say you said you were going to listen to him. Did you listen to him? What did he do? And Paul see Jaja and Nekra the chain the previous day until the opera and no they starting the show. So when Paul told me say, oh yeah, the show no sooner after 45-6 minutes on starting, and then I went to
after like 5-6 minutes of the start. And after 40 minutes, okay.
After so the answer he was looking for 1,000 likes on YouTube before he starts the show. So he was doing that, and then he got to the
46 minutes one.
No 40. I do 48 crowns and or best start.
Yeah, barely 50.
But Paul told me from 45. So I went to watch it. And I mean,
that's not him. I think
it was horrible. No, and the fact that Mustafa Jimmy for Nkrasi for Worcester Crotantantan, I had to say, and then he compared Worcester to a crassy be organa. What do you got me kind na?
Worcester can be no make point to be. And no national Semino Casana make you a cast of Menko.
Yeah, me cry Casamenko.
I think this is the time for national serving pressure.
Nicotine and run on I mean, me say, if you have issue with Kennedy Japan as a person, that is your beef. Worcester fire then.
Yeah.
How did you Worcester fire
the whole town and
Worcester fire then? Incrasive for Mugusta. Incrasive for Mugusta.
That is the silly part. That is the silly part of the whole thing. On the enemy percent, and I make us a serving pressure national. Now, me hey. Abia Kevin Taylor apparently another he speaks another language that I don't speak. That is a different conversation altogether. Now, the question is, what makes anybody think that he's better than anybody that lives in Worcester? Exactly. Does he really understand the city?
Yes.
And I say, out of Kawuni candidate, just like now,
resident permit, you can stay anywhere.
It is very irresponsible. It is very irresponsible for him to just jump on and discuss the Worcester for them. And
that's silly.
What makes Sabin pressure? Yeah, and I don't go to Kwan. Do we understand the way crafting?
No, Kwame, you don't even need a permit to stay anywhere in America. A year earlier resident permit, or more to New York, or more special paper. No, Bill Washington, or no law paper. It's not like that. It's not even like China. So what's he talking about? What does it take to stay in Washington DC?
He went far by saying, "Say, or the amount for the coffee." So would you be say Kennedy ba na say would you be paper and a year juma now okay when you na only paper
they should do it now. Don't need Kennedy to do that.
Bros Ohio Nkrasifo for no just say
not start here. Didn't Kennedy to do that?
That was very stupid, very irresponsible. But I'm just saying international. The point is that only said the na ejitu monu tutu bi se krom hamra wa haseya emra wa ha se bi ni party obi ono state obi nim se obetimi adi obi atama fa ho adi organa na obetimi aka obi nsem afa ho adi. It doesn't work like that in this country because we all live here. Me I pay taxes here and I'm assuming you also pay taxes. Now you pay taxes.
Of course, everybody. How can you live in this country?
Mr. Kroma, Mr. Kroma said the pressure. I'm assuming Kroma here. Mr. Kroma say no. I can also make me so be me for what yes one or I can also bring it up. But let me give you guys this information. I hope some of them say on the reason so cancellation.
Oh yes, I agree. Some people also decided to not to do it until the few can't sustain it.
Yes, number two, there is also some people if you say or maybe about mayor, but some of us have to come in to also explain to them how such people in high positions or
no Kwame so because let me cut you in and step in quickly. So because wadi mayor ho ya sa nipa kro no na maintenance here and na two na
me claim me want say be ya the purpose of mo mutie no
me can be ashemu amount na nipa kro so on American political system na say
exactly
because your opponent will use it against you.
Yes, exactly. It's and then make more thank you. Okay, let me go say absolutely thank you. So you've already done half of it. What are you doing in every? So the what kind of don't say we be an in tears here or near my tears here the family. That's what you say. You say you be educated, I'm a man for just like what you just did right now. And people have also written to the mayor's office that I can confirm to you, and for the purpose of the program I radio it makes sense of some of the information. I don't even know some of these people, and I want to actually letter. And I will share that information with you. It will help in your next week. And I can share that with you in confidence and manucho. And read through that, and thoroughly you understand that some citizens of Ghana for taxes, city of Worcester, they are also not happy. Say their representatives said they are now educating Ghana and congressmen, right? Congressmen,
senators.
Senators, right? Okay, senators. Thank you. And, they feel say they are also kind of worried. So they have written to the mayor to conduct further investigation into their allegations that they are honorable member. They are just throwing out the mayor office to be extra. So when opportunity be I wish you should not say be some more can go papa no pian because unless Manucho and you will help me there is clear findings about second Japan.
That is comment in America say Enra when I listen, ade no tia aye issue a ubetimi aka say but ono de okan straight so video now say royal
yes
okan straight say Kennedy a murderer.
Yes.
But before I pronounce obi say or a murderer, no, there has to be
a court of competent jurisdiction.
So, enipa no obetumi aka say bia te say ensem o kan say
yeah,
Luciana say and ema bia obi ko yes I know there o kan ubenya evidence to that effect. But to jump straight and say yen nyina nim say oye obi a wakum nipa obi a oso anro media no crowd they say na dey be ono wo na idea
no but still no
obi oso anro oye
so why don't you tell American immigration some be stopping no but Ghanaian community small what the hammer be ku aunt na just say it makes you smart
anyway I mean it's just like you said better
prevention
we don't have to even make our program no around that you want say be press Ghana say contribute to equitable man and can conti you said on the airwaves yesterday that Kennedy will still be coming to Worcester. Is that on course?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been informed. Let me say this: MPP, program in national. I think it was important. Say a non-partisan.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at him because he's not a minister of state. It's a parliamentarian or representative group of people. So it wouldn't have making any sense that program no should be dubbed say a political party belonging to MPP. Yes, see a national event, any political colors be. But now we hear is that MPP Massachusetts had even approached the honorable member of parliament say Omubeji program no aye. But I can also the member of parliament is kind of peeved right now because of you say, I mean service will be true because one thing say high office and stuff like that. So few don't see a lot of people say the time to me and coach so and the same I'm hearing that it's going to be New York that I would say minister also mayor of New York I don't need to be a MPP New York for no and my sister honorable Kandapa is also coming to town together and they are holding that. Said you buy your chrome and apparently
Manucho also did say that
yes, he doesn't and some city of Worcester. Taxes, high taxes, the county, national taxes, Manucho pay taxes. And Timothy say, yeah, but come here, the tick room has say, no, the other is when they say to me to show you not just said the evil things upon us now. That is what we want to promote. It doesn't bring development to us.
One thing that confirm nana. That becomes that becomes the news of the day. That be a negative news. Who is that? I'm on for quiet Juma, yet you are Mukano, Omunya Jumano. Hey, now take the Abba.
Now, opinion 7 also crowd. What if I know kind of crowd? Oh, yes, so
average my interest. Average my
I know people. Unfortunately, maybe in the future we can, but there's plans there.
I think well understood. Paul D'Souza say man, Paul D'Souza, I share live. I say, Paul, a couple of messages. Let me just read them before. Paul D'Souza, Kagu Mike no.
Paul D'Souza, men frame and I just have you. What did I make a journal?
And I don't quite offer.
What does it say? I'm not corner here in Jack corner.
Yes, I'm not here.
Paul D'Souza said there are people who are hired to work for Ghana and they are here using the Ghana government time on Facebook. Wow, only Mamia Bande Kono. Mamia Ba share government hospital Pantine. And that be about Facebook on Mamia Bako. Oh my goodness. I see people are running away from small demo. Kwame Wati I see move away from
that's the beauty of democracy. People will demonstrate, people will listen.
I see Manucho, no propaganda. I'm watching pa Manucho, stop the mouth you. I see when Kevin the boss. Oh,
now Kevin I know
also please. Please greet my good friend KK for me. Paul so ciao Kwame. Daniel Agboke Houston, thanks. And Kwesi used to say greet Kwame and Otuo for me. Kwesi used to Kwame any Otuo Kwesi used to say Ochama.
Yes.
Yeah. Kwame minim the anabe just near Yabo Adjuma. And then na say na uka so and na uka so be I don't know ama. Otio sisa na otie o de sa na atie. Okay, thanks for your time.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Anytime.
Okay. Okay, you know about Kwame Kese no. And I'll tell you another bon komo. Still about Kennedy Japan Bank or WORCESTER organizers no. Ama enyan ntiese enyama so. I see through more light. So those who didn't listen yesterday can listen today and tell people so that Saoji time obetimi asa pick over time and bibia obeso odie. But
the point there are 1,000 like me I'm taking aback. I'm hearing it for the first time saying so and I know there are 1,001 outside there like that, but you can't cry more than the bereaved or more will not crap or say but for us who wanted to be there we have questions to answer. I was with one lady who catch him so on page so I mean so people will be disappointed.
The program was going to be done in a venue.
Yes.
And see if the owner of the venue crowd pull out that alone short time here now koji I just say bia sorry bia na bibi na sisi anso covid na buy ninti programs are piling but anyway I mean that maybe the timing was too short to have gone to any other it's whatever happens for good. We still have a
kind of crash himself so he knew very well he cannot stop the program so he can only do peripherals.
Also the program will still go on
exactly
but exactly so by then anyway, Otio Kwame Mensa Akwaba.
Yeah, only a
abom design. Sabra we unim no.
Ishada.
Sir. No. I also dan kota shi shaman for.
Omo mu wa minu nyina minu obi enshada.
Oh, yeah. Say Manucho di oba ye.
Ene bia wo. Adeni so tinami hu ye. Say ayi.
What a Paul Disoso the message be bro.
Mankind.
Or see Opo, I watched your program yesterday and I was surprised to hear the submission being made by my in-law Otio. Is this the same very Kwame Otio, the NPP communicator I know as first
of all Buzanze ni nua ba be na mo ano.
No worry me nua ba. Anti o ye right ho no. Anti tie mark ho de watwa. Okay na de hi.
No kra no.
Asemo ho gaga. I police also the assembly.
There be a basket. Me hu nua ba bia na basket kra.
Yes. But it's interesting say or MPP person on I mean so
no to yen century ni.
Me
okay.
And who say kwan Mahama de oman fa so no nye. No see
me ya Mahama ko position.
Yes.
No fight man na Dubai.
Yes.
But na ba no who say nman ko ya.
Yeah, na do no like
but me I respect such people rather. You see, I don't like people who are straight jacket, co-pilot. My blood is NDC, my blood is NPP. But people look at the issues and make okay. I felt I would support this cause. I did change the you change your mind. That's what human beings are meant for. No be one man mad and he says I need policy so from 20 years ago NDC into NDC.
What I say?
Sometimes
Sammy Gyamfi can say
yeah.
So okay. By hook or crook.
Yeah,
the
Mahama will be the flag bearer.
Same way, sorry, as the communications director of the party, who can neck so can neck Muna decision making body of the party. Now Kokase Chinchina by hook or crook the Mahama near Kokase Nise Penia who now be selecting the Pia Koto.
So me call Yebia because stand bia. Now what I say you see that's the person.
Paul Disoso Munia or the kum
because I feel say Mahama say Obenya contestant. Like it. Paul himself Mahama contestant.
And from the voter. That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
There's a contestant from voter coming up.
Wow.
But somebody over bow.
coming alone is enough for me. No picture. Obi kwa buy.
Nabi uda
last time.
Yeah,
there were 7 people.
I like be about
Shebabia me see ni pani free ba.
Water region. Yeah.
Water ni pani free ba. Eti udia just imagine. Arunanko.
Presidential.
Eti udia this time no dia me see ni pani free voter na ba. Eti udia just imagine. Eti enye betesa.
Can tell at the end, I'm saying, can I say, because
I am my influence.
Not some no can I, but in send your kind. There, because the poor say,
to insult a whole city. I mean, that was
no better than issue. The immigration aspect in call Kofa. Oh, and I'm quite come. I won't. We are immigration officer. We immigration officer.
Also report.
Now, you walk home say Spanish for a potato or microphone. Ghana for the Jimmy na I say muse de bia me ka say ase nyina ma me baako na obi akobọ bra ko che ma me say ma me na ba abruchi be yi enkwasa sem onya problem na be po oji sem na ase ka che ase ka che no
broni say kalute
ah de bia no to
two wrongs doesn't make right kalute ya tobo
de bia no di sem sabe ba ma yekom na me cheche na me
oh yes
me 2 minutes me carry some baba me dead
no bacho tie I'm here for a purpose to understand me and yes obi tena na network isu didi atem a no me tie ase and say me am tie bi and no say okra wantie me na me tie bi more
ma fam baby
no there and
for like 2-3 hours show
yeah was say who start there dey obi share dey try omu twa ba bi odi who start there no mo send breme but we dey na the full program me no report the so kind no na mkotie odi betimi akotie from 48 minutes iko no and I started I don't know they starting the program me ha me say you see tie me ade na ha me nya Kennedy Kevin Taylor no problem Kevin ne Kennedy Japan problem nya me problem how dem me fa home but there na ha me a couple of things. One, the whole DD Worcester phone in atem enye Worcester phone kwa enu akra there or the Ohio and the Bronx. You know, you might have a problem with some few people from that state, from that city, from that town, but it doesn't. And now see Worcester crowd there, crassy or the two Ghana krobi home. Crassy phone. And point number 2. Yes, I make come point number 2. You know, Ghana phone near 2 kwan. Minim kwan Kevin Fast over Krum had but obia okwan Fast over Kruma to say obe fry eyes am ya chichin krofo akufie papa anya hwa Jimmy na fe de ube twa so say in Ghana for you say you want to develop Ghana. That is your point of fighting and doing all your shows, and they say things are not going right and you want to put things right. Into putting things right, and then he say Ghana for Tikrumha because only Kennedy will problem to Kennedy be show be baby and unti obe fry eyes na yakoche amanfo because you feel say bia Kennedy ade bia wanye nie and then point number 3 ne audio na nansa ne ma no to na o kasa royal cinema o kasa ya kan say yenua bema Fred Daddy Fred what did Daddy Fred attempt say o paper toilet so Walmart but the question na me the question na me bisani say on say sometimes ade bi ho aye ye ni obi personal beef no e ma ye ko beyond baby ansese ye ko hwe se sia no Kevin Taylor a problem yan say aban betena so obeye Ghana yi obe create adwuma ma Ghana for nya adwuma ye enye obi na akọ school okay enye obi na benya first color job aiden obe white color job aye obi be labor obi Ghana cry can say liberal right obi be liberal obi driver obi a watchman obi eti adwuma no in categories but on say who demonize say yem fan say that different minimum adwuma that different here many that different na yin na adwuma for state or ye adwuma part time Walmart but that different omo
flash associate and
yeah no omo this guy from say cashier
cashier
on paper toilet so but the fact is say bia what say or ye adwuma Walmart ni no demonize na yem fan say that different adwuma or ye no or ye housekeeping and now paper toilet so into enye adwuma now we see Ghana
pon yes
all the way we think I don't think Ghana anye ye no because say what ya no ka say Ghana obi Daddy Fred said Daddy Fred I did do attempt and answer a cassette and also will be cassette I agree but to say what happy paper toilet is so paper and you be a juma or making living out and a nipa necessary
and it's part of the system.
That is the point. Necessary. Sebi. Se Kevin Taylor or Yare. No nyini. Onyini no Yare no that dem anya nipa ne behwe no. You see sometimes until I make us say ade bi ho a memfa wo ne obi ntokwa ho. Enya ade no ntina na Kinkalu be di atem na make us say emfa obi dia ho na nso
to be frank
no say
Kevin Taylor issue na abano
emfa obi ho na nso enko from
say no binim say ya ye wo nyame adoma ye wo platform no e say ma nipa bi ti niam bi ase say Kevin Taylor nyese obi suro no ni hu nya hu bia say de amanfo hu no what you say
me I listen to Mincho no Manucho no ma metie no Manucho first day I mean Manucho tie no I mean it was fantastic make a say no this guy is doing a great job for Ghana but metie no to aso mienu miensa no ana me hu say I say one attempt as a personal two as a agenda as a because there were some programs here
exposés, beautiful exposés.
Now I was in love and there were issues here bar and say we did obi attempt but to me target to obi no akofa na betena so that day obi di nipa na attempt sa
I don't know so we did say oh yeah adwuma for the mother
cut across balance it that's my whole point.
What I say but so betimi a share that but Worcester
to the extent absolutely the whole city you are insulting it then will you ever come here will never interact from this city until you be okroma back bon commander na tie na sem that you see that is where the
and Paul Di Soso and SM Obisano say Paul Di Soso any
almost omuncrofo
no omuncrofo no Paul nimno Paul no nkasai but the point is who's the issue when you crowd by na man for kase information fia na akono na man for kra e de hihye omo but Paul ko nim Kevin Taylor on in Casada. The only person we had a conversation yesterday was private, but I can chip in a part. The only person Paul Nimno Paul Nene Kasai in course of this buhaha later no class I'm tokano esiko enimu wieno was Kwakusket. Right Sunday day right onu na Paul Nene Kasai when Satam na say Kwakusket and Omama had already started some conversation so there were some give and take between and Paul stepped in later to calm down the fight. Emma according to Paul Kachem se Kwaku sketch no kra koye program eyi omama free say omama ne ohene ne nka ho about and I don't know how it degenerated into another
you best Kevin Taylor say yes na so ni nipa bia nya Worcester ha nya Worcester fo nyina
to insult the whole city.
Kevin Taylor say me Kwame to me catch Kevin Taylor say oh no omanya no ho enka no omna me apologize to the city of Worcester because it's not enya fair because you nipa bi Worcester who your programmer omo tsa omada etio
people watch you here
people watch you from here
oh yes
so why are you insulting the whole city now say omo mutio no so ade what how do you
say na Paul is also say what you Worcester for ejime for ntimi kura meka ho wadi yina
oh yes
I mean people watch you from Worcester so you can't do this enti you best Kevin Taylor say srena the program na all no a agenda all ye the abo man for the for development na say enema we sisi so kama but so benya kwanya za obeba betra so Worcester phone class agenda and Worcester phone class for no the team class ni ade there that's not
yeah brother yeah
me pacho ojo asema o kan ma o panic chow when o bodam o starting first name kan o say opo edru o ye be ba no o de mo
paya chow me kan say me panic chow
boy no woni ni nyansa
bro
ma am for na sponsor na de ba America o do po market o do say ni nyina be dey party bi na sponsor na de ba e be e wi aso wudi boni a ni nyina be dey yakubo hata ko when I don't know about
Mesro, who's a magazine? The network is so yeah, I'm imparting the Mesro. May I don't want us to follow a bad example. One of the Medasi. Until there may be a phone lines proper, no problem. Medasi, bra.
Oh, I saw no never pay a chow. I said Kevin Taylor Bepa with a macho. akyɛw ne deɛ sɛ ɔbɛpa because sɛdeɛ yɛka nipa bi tie no from Worcester nipa bi watching from Worcester sɛ ɔwada agye wo madwuma tie no it is a would bedi die nyina tem saa deɛ may I have watched his program before
and this is the thought I had sir. I mean you respectfully reached out to the office of the mayor and you are insulting the city unruly as mayor as you did. Yes. Then respect Ben our man no chirokrata no email no the brain because only will be a problem. You can have issues, personal issues with Daddy Fred because I learned it's only Daddy Fred and your banter be paying. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, yes, he gets a fight with. Yep. That is okay. But on say, Odianka can say ebia Worcester for be.
Oh yeah.
Na ye who say ebi kura wey be free Worcester for Jimmy for no mo Worcester for Nkrasi for no mo Worcester for
this guy was not dealing with the substantive issues after say Okaso my Yinimba the other ones that I say oba attack am for personalities that afraid there one now for immigration officer. No
Gaji on New Jersey. Gaji I spoke with Gaji me Gaji kasa 4 days ago me ne kasa I'm sorry, they're saying that these issues cropped up. Many guy ni one guy be a friend on Anaya.
Okay.
Immigration officer. No, but Ben Obiska Kase or can't also ask them say, Obiswa could do the crown fast on Krata. So we now also expose you. I see.
That's why the people organize this. You need to be firm. You need to be firm.
Daniel, if you want to come in, I'll pick your call. Why? Daniel, if you want to call, me pick your call back. I'm for business. Are you picking phone calls at this time? Daniel, if you want to come in, specifically this case, if you want to chip in something, but Mr. Ressa will be about money diatem. There be American.
Amundi na temu asem no kan no. Ono de say on no
kasa oba men diatem.
Asem no kan ye good. Tian kan say asem no kan ye papa. Anega asem no kan no na. Asem no on Jimmy ye. Jimmy sem no kan no. No,
who's out here for who's out here? My mem can't say we chill. What's no class that? What's no form no? Who's out here for my own yansa? Because who did Duanepa?
Yes.
Who did organic food and one and from my papa,
yes, of course. I love to stay in the city
and then you will longer. Casano. Obikacho will be so a Jimmy and no didn't attempt. Now, I can I know the Tumika.
The book has be Jimmy American chance who Jimmy.
What does it take to say? I'm
program Jimmy. Mama will be me and society donation. You respect all humanity.
You know my stance with you on him, but to the extent I will say a whole city. I'm not full.
This is Mema Otio Kalusha. Any man which assignment. Modiamu program here. Munko tie de enro ye.
Oh metie pa.
No metie jo. Munwa munchochro munya mu summary.
Yes.
Na mu family program so tonight Friday freestyle.
Me tie first one we ma stress aba. It wo ka say wetu ma number so no na me ya no. That's why I am ya.
Enra me ka say.
Me tie na me say akwa we pa ba we for the two smart boys shallow.
Me Paul di so kasa no. And I catch and say, na Paul frame me and I'm Paul ni Louise wo phones no conference me. Nti ya kasa na me catch Paul this so say this thing that has happened no. Me feel say fine. Mayor Diana Kwame Keseka no. Every politician will not come. America hide sensitive.
Of course.
Because asem no onim say e no kre anase enye no kre. Nti before be ascertain the truth of the matter no. Na program no kre drew.
Yes.
And I want to mean as quick as possible. Until the best thing to do, and it's a mayor no beka say,
we stay back.
Obe stay back on ma because everyone say onim say no kana nkrenti. If it turns out to be true, say nipa na for the program, the opponents be use their campaign.
Exactly.
That can drastically have an impact on the re-election. Into your ma, but in kono say on ma. Organizers no and now can. We feel said the program should have gone on because in the first place, mayor no buyer. If you go and contact home pong, they come to grace location. They say, "Amount mayor
exactly what you are saying.
The keys to the city."
Yes,
that's all. But then again, said you knew about Bema Kwame Kesi Chichi, no. It be a baby and
other organizers. We don't want to.
There's this issue about home. This issue about home. a very, very serious issue because it's always say acquire by undermine the friendship between Ghana community and the mayor.
Exactly.
Right now, anytime they may invite you, they are dealing with criminals.
Yes.
And your partner, we be invited to Ghana for a yasin. Ask me, we say, now, didn't best because that friendship now between Ghanaians and that mayor,
also, say, Monfa and Yansa Fomra. And then people were texting, wow, can Kevin cancelled their program. Wow, yeah. Kevin.
That's what they should have. For some of them, we have been paying back because you've allowed him to sit in New York here and we know Ghana now Chelsea we what Ghana
for program we are about no friend or basin. Right now, Akoya to Akotramal Koi.
Kennedy to America. One guy chance was stopping on America. That thing you said was is there not a lie?
You said Kennedy to me America.
Kennedy is always here. He's still a diplomatic person. Diplomatic. So you lied. I am a mama.
I see him freezing accounts. You say
to me by okay, moment to us and sports and sports sports na mo dia we no and now person can sports. Oh no. There's no major sports. Maybe I'm so disappointed in organizers rather. I'm so disappointed in them.
Mami Abasi Opo, you see my problem with all these so-called activists. Give them positions and they will behave worse than those in power now. Ghanaians are entertaining people who are misbehaving and hailing them while they make money off them. Opo, even the good books say a fool is a fool without remorse. Eti mudi that na mempress Mami Abasi Bible say kase Jimmy for Jimmy. Paul this also say Opo, but why are you talking about private discussions we had? I hear you Paul manka details. I just said something to exonerate
you.
You are omo say una because a man for feel say Kevin program is tilted towards NDC. Ebi amuna mo man information. Tina na me chiro mu say you krano. You don't even know.
I think you did a lot of good to you, rather. Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, that's the.
I see. Oh, my friend, Mami Aba. So you will not respond to my greetings. My Paul, on your sonya there. What I can say about time no dey share program. Oh, sorry, I be out see Mami Aba console sa on your day. Okay, Unity Radio 1039. Anopa Bosuo soon away. And then house I full Maricho Maricho is here. Ken Kalusha is here, and of course, you already heard from him. Ochu Berimaba. Mensa and Kwame Kese, you also heard him on the line. Meeting the Opo National. Yeah, got it straight into action. Yeah, that's like I say, Emma, reach you on the motivational message at the Ebreo. Sanso na Master Danso, and Dan Otto, and soon am I the weather report at the Ebreo. Na ene Utu una Odike she and the weather it is saying. Sisiano flash flood warning and then so it's in effect. Unsa no nsu topa Kalusha hu nsu topa
nsu topa
usi for
topa yeah
usi for
me pie ba nim kakra be jeni motama neton sa ma nko bia
you promise on your honor
my honor
is that one go
to be faithful and loyal to Ghana my
motherland
your friend Ghana no that tune na say anything no faithful and loyal to who?
Ghana, my motherland.
Ghana, I pledge. Me pledge. Then I said, "Oh, you are a fake."
Kwadwo from Paul.
Me faithful and loyal. I have to be interested in the name.
It's a man. Don't be sharing them, man. More exaggeration.
Next time they come back.
We are conjecturing. We are conjecturing.
Hey, travels in Yabim.
Okay.
Hey,
I can't say more.
Mimum de mitu kind and you are going to be a can.
What Paul say?
Last time Kopuntakana.
Paul say, please, Opo, you did not introduce Otu well. He is the chief propaganda Massachusetts MPP lead communicator. Oh, they are all. Okay, the temperature maximum by 73, minimum by 60. 1 that will be around 60-61 that will be around 11 p.m. Iti ene sana iwimbe kusu partly cloudy. That is how the weather it's going to be. But a later part no ewiano bebo. Iti sana tie yɛnhwɛ issues a ene epiepie ewo yapono so. Na Kaisenka Sports Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon Asamas Trading ena afi adwumakuo kɛseɛ baako a yɛfrɛ no sɛ Asamas Trading ena Ash Pharmacy ena Big Olu wɔn na ɛma yɛde sports bro yɛmfa sports amanne because of what went on any issues no the way I started by yɛmfa seda ɛma ɛyɛ ɔmo mmiɛnsa ɔmo adaroma ɛna nɔpɛ bi a yɛtumi de sports bro Olusi brane bi UTO 687 Millbury Street Ash Pharmacy my big brother Sam ɔse for prescriptions ni na fa hobra 1067 Main Street na NCSU o delivery ni ready a ye de bebro ye de bebro ye ma on tuka emma emefa 1067 Main Street EBCSU na bibia konkan omo so ta echi ene de agudi unsam e de ebremo na Asamas Trading okay yen get it straight Kofi Wayo ya no tai cars mbi kire na afi yen hwe issues a ene da yempono so Kofi na azai ka bibi na aja yemfa njuju ye ho kakra na yenko yenime
kokompe da so ma choko politics enye ntoko say ukoku ntoko we are savage. If you're NDC, MPP, URP, you're free to vote. This is our problem. You know, something happens here. What happened? Who? What? Why? And how?
Okay, Unity Radio 1039 and then some I be shono openi I friend say Professor Lumumba or say I am beginning to feel disappointed in Akufo-Addo's presidency. Very
wow. That man said that he's from Kenya, right?
Yeah. Lumumba say there na bamu abu na nado amamu ho. President must bear cost of private travels using presidential jet. Kwadwo Mpiani na ono so ekansa osi say ube use private jetta yema president for no amonye dey tua eka because ye woye dey si ona say on pese obefo na befo fofora fa usika fro president must bear cost of private travels using presidential jet. Listen to your enemy sometimes. Dr. Otchere-Ankrah ekachre nanado ne naban say you shouldn't always build defense against NDC. Say ye de omo kan yenti NDC by say no mo ye no mo ntimi anyenti omo kan yenti corruption asem opinion friend say Kwamena Duncan say esesenka by this time omampani Mahama ko twene aban kukum or say Mahama should be doing some time in jail. Kwamena Duncan Fumes. Now still talking about jailing people under the former regime. Jail 5 corrupt former NDC appointees to shut up Sammy Gyamfi. Government told. And Ghana's youth have no future with 1992 constitution. Odike. And Odike Korea. In another headline, I say, Enya Nanado. Now, Nanado has no clue. Said your basic akoketa session. Nanado has no clue. Odike. These are some of the excerpts of the topics on our discussion table this morning. Yemfa Sidama, Venom Women's Health Services, Dr. Kwame Mponsa, Ada Romanti, and Emari Nina Pomudin Ejina Ye, or ye Obia, Emari Productive Health, Wabimu, Ope, a primary health physician, PCP, Unibia, Dr. Kwame Mponsa Sefreno, Onwa Beshow. The number here 508-459-2706 or 10 Winthrop Street, Savannah Medical Center building no 3rd floor suite number 312 Rashida Financial Services sisika 722 ni nyina na so ye oba obeboa wa ye adwuma o IRS nti say fa say insurance in some say mortgage protection universal index life insurance say for college planning Medicare plan any life insurance any retirement we your juma you want to invest ni nyina any new about Rashid and Kasa 781-354-3060 781-354-3060 obebo Danko African Market so 985 Main Street so ope kankalaba oba ubu nsa uti pains oba Danko African Marketer ubenya kankalaba to sanso na Bitterwood ewo ho Kenya tea no obi epe bianom se boa no apomden no minyina no yade biba ope Ghana, Liberia, Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria nnuane ni nyina ubenya biato ewo Danko African Market and Wholesale. Omadaruma and almost so yasna. It me a day political discussions in the Bremo. Quickly, yes, starting off from. I saw the story and it was funny to me. Yes, Ghana police for Omuko court. No more prosecute you, yeah. Omo pese omo country.
Yeah.
Omo address Judge Niwia. Your Honor, please. I want to speak in Twi.
So you understand me very well. Yeah.
Now I know na police CID boss. And now to na open it in right. Near discussion now be the
boss.
Police CID boss. Now so yeah discussion. Yeah. Or say nim gwase. Say police for no be court.
Kenya boy, yeah.
Yeah. Now mo pese omo kan twi. Now Commissioner of Police Isaac Kenya-Boa, Director General of the Ghana Police Criminal Investigations Department CID, has tasked investigators to take a keen interest in the official language of the country. He is of the view that speaking English should be a source of pride to any police detective, as should be critical interrogation of suspects and report writing. Speaking at a graduation ceremony at the Detective Training Academy in Accra, COP Ben Boachi tasked the 95 detectives to make the service proud by speaking English in court during prosecution. When you go to court to testify, don't go and say, "My lord, please, I will speak Twi." It should be out of it should be out of the question. It brings disgrace to the service. Mami, starting with you.
Yeah,
does that bring disgrace to the police service?
I think so to some extent, because they are Ghana, your first language, English. There's always been that school of thought, because you took Ankara, do baby cry, no bisa. People don't know Ghana, and I can say language. Then people say always agitating, say your first language. Then so the truth
have we identified ourselves and we know say your first language is English?
It is. We've
identified. It is official.
Official, yeah. Ghana's official language is English. America crying official language. I mean, they claim they don't have, because I know there's a Spanish roots and a French roots in identity. They don't want to.
Diverse.
Yeah, very diverse. English, although English is widely spoken and presidency in but so-called America official languages of America, they would tell they don't have. Now, but Ghana, the official language for Ghana is English. That is the language that we've all agreed to speak in. I know it's a bit difficult. Then interesting, let me say, some people write very good English, but they don't speak. Especially the accounts. Account phone was our way in the power. I'm sure very good English, but they do. My former boss is an epitome. I bet you me or short one now. Kind of audience said Queen Crunch intro. But speaking continuously for 10 minutes in English, it becomes a bit of difficulty.
By US, me check your US official language in English.
Oh no, what type anything? What is the official language of the US? Oh no,
and I'm saying the quote, the official language of the United States is English. Representatives of the federal government shall have an affirmative obligation to preserve and enhance the role of English as the official language of the federal government. February 9, 2017.
No,
the article that I'm reading.
No, that's why I want you to search original source, because English is widely spoken, but as when we not English, I be used against you, because we say official language, yes, or because Spanish in America, he's supposed to access everything here. He should not be denied anything or seen as way, because it's part of it's an official language in here. So for me, what Ghana there?
Yeah, what you are saying, it's
exactly.
Also to some extent there. I'll say, why doesn't the US have an official language? I'll say this is because the US has always been a multi-nation, though this hasn't stopped many states from declaring English as their official language. However, title VIS is it Roman numerals now?
6. Right.
Title 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 64 is in place to protect the rights of individual taxpayers who don't speak fluent English.
Yes. We'll be article.
We share an English Language Unity Act of 2017. That's what I'm saying, sir. Almost say 115 Congress from 2017 to 18. And I'm so most of act because say 115 all Congress first session to declare. I'll say to declare English as official language of the United States, to establish a uniform English language rule for naturalization, and to avoid misconstructions of the English language text of the laws of the United States, pursuant to Congress powers to provide for the general welfare of the United States and to establish a uniform rule of naturalization under Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, which is where until I say 115 Congress, no, and I'm some years, and that was 2017, 2018. and this proposal
and
declare English.
There are multiple reasons English is not declared as official language of the United States. Colonies immorally dominated the Native American and forced. However, this is not just English. It's official language of United States there. Because English now.
No, this is a bill. Where a bill in the February 9, 2017 and Americano. It took okay section 3. I see English as official language of the United States. A, in general, Title 4 United States Code is amended by adding at the end of the following chapter 161 official language of the United States. The official language of the United States is English. And I think sir and said it wasn't there, but we 115th Congress normal
because I don't go Spanish pen and it's still should be.
Yeah, until also in the act no naturalization. Also naturalization now they want you to speak
English. I saw what trouble for cry. I love America.
Exactly.
Some people can't write it. Yeah, so for me, Ghana the end there. Also they've been called for the fact that Kema Tree, which I agree in principle, that Kema Tree is a second language. Others have argued that it's a tribal language.
Second language be a tribal language. Tribal language.
Yes, that's what I
be a tribal language.
Also a pidgin language and a tribal. Also Nigeria for adopted like pidgin, but pidgin is not a tribal language. It's not for any tribe.
Pidgin here English.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, but Buena say Ghana adopted Tria a tribe's language into be a Hosenia. How do you force that person say to a China second official language?
But Manuka pidgin. Pidgin, they said before a bit a language before it becomes official, it should be written and spoken.
Exactly.
Pidgin
Pidgin is speaking and even in BBC. Pidgin is written and spoken. BBC Pidgin, even in BBC, one more channel, just Pidgin.
Pidgin dictionaries now.
Pidgin dictionary is there. But BBC Pidgin.
No, BBC. I know BBC. Ghana.
Send your dictionary. Send your dictionary. Now I'm accepting your dictionary or Pidgin in Kwan. I said Patois. Patois they say it means a written lens language. Or Pidgin is recognized. Pidgin is a second language. I said Nigeria for Najitum says second language. To make a brof naka Pidgin. You should be able to communicate between Yoruba and Igbo senior Adienano. I was a senior Adienano. They make the Pidgin run through. So maybe they say like over China. A bit of difficulty. So be a any I want to Everland. Not some bahada. How do you convince the president? Don't see chi. Non chono school. Non to be a language. I'm not just say while he's working there chi. We call radio so na adenya. I say peace news ni say kwatu. Zebila bando ho nyina
the language I hear mostly spoken in Ghana chi.
Oh yeah, na make no. We call BBC Peace FM transmits to Zebila ni adie nyina. Nti be say tamale ni wana Peace news ni do onom no. How do the people understand? So we can never run away from that fact. That I wish it could be adopted. Na kroma simple. We share Ghana ni war matter. What is the way to know somebody is a Ghanaian? We be say na say where you from Ghana? But the next thing is to speak the Chi. Yeah. But be a moka saka krana common ko chenu so e Ghana. Then the next thing I can come then tell you Chi na Ghana eba. We won't some akọ de na Ghana so I be sure the most people here speak.
Fantier.
Fantemba sir, Fantemba wo kroma sisa. Gankram for no so another very
Oka Britrana.
America
has Ghana seven.
No, because America has and elsewhere in this world, you know, who could show be na say who be so a Ghanaian, you know, can say yes sir. The next language you speak is Chi.
Yeah.
When you can Chi, sometimes you doubt is even a Ghanaian. I mean the first line will be Ghanaian on teaching. But maybe Ofi voter region or back Roma.
Okay. So back to the issue.
Because me show be swage man or a Ghanaian but on teaching. It's interesting. He can't really speak. Yeah, one shot and common 1 out of every 100. But trust me, I know 1 out of 100 say we share Ghanaian near what Otikroma say or apart from English on I was on take tree and I say so for me. I'm say no more CID for no say we do court now. There'll be people use it as a trick. Say maybe we can tree now then translation now then be way. But officially there and why CID now we could do one no. The background point to me can should be able to interpret it very well. You see, we should encourage some of these things from happening because even in the courtroom now then you'll be ampuna or be obeti tree in there. So I think it's a call in the right direction by the Kenya boy that at least passing out. I said part of the curriculum, not just written English. I say you spoken English one pass here.
But
you learn it
but
again.
How some of the judges don't even get clear distinction of what people say.
In English,
Ghana, you know, we are
limited by vocabs.
Yeah, we are good writers.
Yeah, but we don't
of the language, but we don't speak very well. It is all for CID for say, for interrogations, for this, for that.
Also, among try say at least in the court setting, they should speak a lot of English so that at least procedure because translation so bad. As now can I so be so transcribe it because official to invite training training and fan question docket. Maybe I work out training so be a transcribe no so one transcribing yeah a better price in social a test exams here test.
So you have no problem with that?
I think as a police detective, I work with in a court there. You should learn the Queen's language and speak it very well.
And if you don't, it's a disgrace. You think so?
It's a disgrace. It's a make sure say background some passing impo. I'm backward are fine. Maybe say you be one man or a CID but or you more voter region because you know that level of people to do the investigation. Or you be Otchere-Ankrah table for chum the bay win. But at least
for him kasa se chinchina one farmer court.
Send the internet
Mexico ni yeah, and you mukrum
kasa. Tree you and Duncan. You tree tree and fan share docket man. I said
tree.
And even people write easier in English than even tree. We can say tree no but
also you have tree writers proper
so transcription
hire proper tree writers
so there be transcription na so be if you vote abana say
Greek for books Greek na English for translation.
You see the bigger problem in Africa is we adopting somebody's language. We should because they had a native language 500 years old and then you too Belgium Germany China
Germany England
exactly
any
language in Poland Romania when I was in UK if you Poland or if you're hungry until the casa so English was the common ground so and number of food to me rule because if you Romania if you're hungry need to make casa this year and couple for to me communicate here then the English are ruling over them because everything so in principle I think as a CID boss there you should tell them that before you pass out I say when you 1 hour interaction with a boss one pass here once it's not just telling them say but part of your curriculum me no say you oral English but SSC here because I want to better our speaking because a lot of people are very good wa pass or legon ni ade nya bontumi ka brofo and on to me pontie brofo ye so I think it's a call in the right direction so we adopt a second language learn to speak the first language to make interaction beautiful and easier.
Kalu
I don't see this one to be a disgrace to the police force because what I'm saying is on my assessment was starting okay say some of guys write well but they cannot speak it when they give them the chance to speak them.
I see I didn't assess.
No, they be Onwa Manicho.
Oh Manicho.
Into be Manicho.
Okay, Onwa me dey say news maker no na okay.
Say the party between try. What I want to speak to say. So I'm call mum na so mum say you know muntumi nka.
Brofo no muntumi
nka. Omunya written obetumi atro because me kai say time omoye Ghana yi or you for the court events NDC for the legislative petition. You know, from the side of the commissioner, I'm sure they can still do that one. And then even the person want to work. Yeah, if the person
I did not explain judge but now it's why you will be some questions.
Prosecutor.
The judge not to know teach Casano. I know quite hinder the development of our country, no, because that's the language that we understand. It will be could be a judge in the corner, almost use some technologies require my lord, those kind of stuff. And allow the guy to speak tree. Friends, a tree no see. And your brother the moment interpreted the battery. Why can't they do the same thing? Into a form of town, so be catch here, no and no fire in manner judgment. So, Brofron
2 points in the point is me a cabrofona can my lord, I want to speak to you.
I know any casa or crum. I maybe say English adopted language. I want to speak. Huh? But I mean, but we should be allowed.
Now, judging and crying.
What's it?
Why tree?
And I'm entering a
tree. Obiana catch you. My guy is better than my tree. Obi tell me say my guy is better than my tree.
Say CID in him say be yes about
95% of Ghanaians
said do one and say we talk about majority. CID in him say Nkran hon fanti or ho igbe or can tree no.
Nkran bebre mu tree basa mu tumpo interpreting.
Ba mu can better than say tree is still widely spoken than Ghana.
Apart from English, no, Manicho should tell me say language men or Ghana about 95%
of the population.
Population can northern region Ghana. They speak voter region. So what are they talking about? What should a language be a disgrace?
I say tribalizing
police force.
5 years on TV that. Not telling crime.
Obiaba, don't man can't no becca, judging what yes, here, or must move for crime.
Well, CID now challenge on Anopa. Okay. Do you feel it's CID no winning in Yajima? Okay. Ocho, so phone na memfa camera ni nsi.
In fact,
yanko.
Opanika ebo amadin ho ya okakra. Oh yeah, some of kan idea. There's a better thing na say koka. New we na say koka. Cause catching say mo bana mo babontin no. Adwuma na mo be no mo nyeme ho nte. Kojeje bribe bia nkodidi nsem hu bia chi man kofa ni nguase emre.
Police service no.
Panye we na say koka. What I say? So would you say court now want me or sit no obeka? That's a judge now to on tiasia. That's why court have interpreters there.
Yeah, how cry will be.
That's it. Minim Ghana need your court or catchy. And your interpreter Ghana ni
oh yeah. I had the time be okay so be so more share the trio. Praise be so full. Praise be so for Mame.
Yes, of Mame.
And next thing I got Mama cried Najma no a part time one.
What does it?
No a translator.
No translator.
Oh, courthouse.
So, it's no
charging a call for one can say Okoko that prosecutor and they are well past school professionally exams why we need to try to communicate with the judge in the
prosecutor and Kasakra about investigations on the buy no or any trim or could be some no trim or the other. Yes, sir. One way do police service. You be a crime and go you.
Now, teacher for Krabofuka,
yes, because me I can because school I can. Chimney trot. Minim trot. What can I church? English made because it's here.
Yeah.
Who's that rock or car perseverance? Because as I
one trim,
because Mr. Dakwaya can school. It made me last 5 years. I'm the child. The trim one. I'm what does it? Eti language say ye makwakwa me de chade organa kan kwala be hunu ngoma.
Yeah. Oh, that I agree. I mean,
yes, kan kwala because unko China me mfa brofo nchade o China school.
Germany madam for bia me school or koye pharmacy. Menim say watimi mpa wa osikasa no. Wo chief or
because Germany crowd who say Germany who organa person ko Germany ko suade a. Who call mu Golden Institute where work to learn the language before you go.
Yeah.
What I say? China, Ghana for a child or China, China, what you see language as a second language. I don't know, at the foreigners, and I mean, on a foreign no child, bear 5. Or more China is how much idea. But a second language to them. I'm not the Tom say, I'll move to Kwako.
Yeah, internationally.
I don't think
yeah.
It is a Ghana say, you been yak pass and crying fan crime, craft, what dear. Oba region via language yet top in your fan chadia. We'll get an idea of what we're going to teach the case more than. Say the brofo betche. Brofo can't be every man one almost a crowd.
But on another level, it be a CID also feels professionally. When you
professional and to change, you'll be alive. Court to be life as I'm near Kokano. Because Obiantimian prosecutor Biantimian and Buyanti,
yeah.
It dear Obama Tias ye, naturally, Uncle Bass. That's it. Say you're being Kunko Gamubra, wouldn't deserve so Conintino. Yamaquine. Enti ora kan yeboa se won crofo pass out a juma code of ethics no brofo no kan ho sa me hu se kan ho so kwa brofo nko na koka e wo ayi what I say code of ethics no ankasa e guard o ma be kwakoya juma no professionally no e na se wo kan ho asem okay no de me no enya adwene papa
2 against 1 Manucho as well lose
no lose I get you but that's the beauty that when you are by
issues
court me say me tears me tree grind papa I prefer but in a typical one no can say boss Tony you see we have more English vocabulary
can you see you
say your English vocabs are more than your tree
was you tree pa ma be free in same you said that no can more
yeah but
oka say screening man so him say Kalusha say enu tin oka say screening man because now bro funi koyi after the screening man and then it is work no
but I'm surprised Ghana they our English vocabs are more than our chief vocabs. We should be truthful with ourselves. So say nkofo na kase munke 2 minutes obetimi aka o Ghana honom. But for be ba shishem. It's at the end of the day,
but for the most part,
we are professional. No, our yetwini ye papa. Inse me bre can twin pa yetumi ncha said
that hasn't been the problem. That
is another English because they can't even express themselves.
That is another day. job. When
the professional CID wa pass out wa court setting English and say formal language na wo professional CID no. Make us say when
they were doing exams, you know, were professional, you know, were they doing speaking? They were doing everything was written. Was
it true?
No, but for quite a much try. A boy bet me a true one. I bet one session.
But that is the problem. You have to know, sir. Language, native language. Environmentally. Say, I'm Cherokra Woten. Otiasia more change Casa Vision.
True or not true? You know why? Because what the tree pa first I'm no ye. It's in English. People don't pass well because they are tree-minded too much. Into Brofuno, after no better, say Sadiana Atiasibo tree Marco Brofuno. I don't say it's easier for me. It's easier because their books are in German. Books now they show in German. One is in Chinese. Yeah, no books now they go school show in Brofu.
Also starting statement now. Also boss. I want any you know. Woman Bofu on Troa, Queen Crown, but trying to come back because say, Bofu cry, you know. But also, woman 10 minutes. So, Vanka Bofuna, none who because
we went for defense and we lost out because he couldn't speak to them well. You could defense. You went to defense. Ceasefire.
What other issues? You'll be a whole new.
That's so much choco. Politics and yet in Toko. Say, Uko in Toko. We are savage. If you're NDC, MPP, URP, you're free to vote. This is our problem. You know, something happens here. What happened? Who? What? Why? And how?
Okay, Unity Radio 103. Yentwaso, Mopese show the case story later.
Yeah, very beautiful story. First time I agree with him
about constitution.
Exactly. You know, I've always been telling you.
Na issues, you know. From a strong banner, as Odike universal and all the other sub topics near sub of what Odike say because now comes down. But anyway, moment fire no. Now you are near Babesha. Odike say Ghana mabuno no. I think say one of the most only topic and then person shapa. Yeah. I say Ghana mabuno no. Ghana's youth have no future with the 1992 constitution. Now Okanya Hremu speaking on the March morning show on TV on Wednesday, September 1st, expressed threat over the prerogative powers given to the president by the constitution at the detriment of the masses. He disclosed that the late former president, Flight Jerry John Rawlings, after succeeding in a coup d'etat, formed a constituent assembly to draft and enact the 92 constitution to help practice a democratic governance in Ghana. He opined that the late former head of state constrained the constituent assembly members to empower the presidency with extensive prerogative powers that he would rule Ghana, that he could rule Ghana completely. This, according to him, activated the boycott of the 92 parliamentary elections by the NPP. The 1992 constitution has no hope or future for the youth. There are portions, if not changed or reviewed, the youth would remain poorer and miserable, irrespective of who becomes the next president. End of quote. Odike stated that the 1992 constitution simply protects the executive arm of government from stringent investigation and prosecution after misappropriating or embezzling funds. All former heads of state, according to him, have failed to review the constitution after serious criticism in opposition due to the fact that they enjoy the presidential entitlement. He is therefore demanding the repeal of the president's prerogative powers, which allow him to appoint the Auditor General, Inspector General of Police, and other relevant positions in Ghana. Reviewing the 1992 Constitution and repeal of the prerogative powers given to the president, he believes would make the members of the executive arm accountable to the people. Very, very. And then the interview was very extensive. He went on to talk about Nanado. Said Nanado has no clue about fighting corruption. Yeah. These are some of the excerpts of Odike's interview. But I think we have to focus more on
the repeal of the constitution. I think Yakawa has here, but so I'm happy when presidential hopefuls and people are more chance. I mean, they could be presidents of Ghana because they pass every litmus test. We as Ghanaians, so between our president of Ghana, are now interested in discussing some of these things because I've always said that 92 Constitution, what shall at least we are still ruled by even decreasing the age of SMC, Nkrumah rules in Ninyano, we call law field that they still use them. Once a law is passed in Ghana, enacted everywhere in the world, it do say a year test case and it can be used in judging some of these things. So the principle here is that Ocean 92 Constitution, like Irali said, most of the power has been vested in the executive and the president. It's too much. And besides, indemnity clauses now sometimes you ask yourself that why do you put them there? So you'll be able to move far. You've taken decisions. You should be able to defend them with your life, even to the point of death. But here they are now say president power Rollins wanted to seek power. Almost like 10 to 15 years, and we felt that you know what, about 13 years, even if you want them, and then you have a referendum, yes or no. Then he gets people who are those times. Most of them are sycophants to him. They've seen. They have to draft something that will make him happy. I mean, sometimes let's call it a spade a spade. That is the direction some of us here. So, then the just president and over 6,000 people to really occupy positions. Even Owusu-Bempah Ghana Gas Impo president office na AG obi mokwe rep Ghana Gas Owusu-Bempah the time continue radio so no kasakra yentumi ntache no. It's only the president who can decide that Ernest Owusu-Bempah can no more be the spokesperson of Ghana Gas. Sometimes I use it because that is how I feel that na Nkrumah say bia polling industries na so be leader say President Joe Biden he say we no kwe spokesperson mo na say we kwe mo PR ni ade. So for me, I think we have a very horrid constitution which has vested all the power into the executives. Mami about message about mentimi grama wan kasa enwe. O masresa osiopo when you come to Ghana, professionals who can't speak good English are the police. Omuti Omonte brofo bako. You wonder or see you wonder how they finished their schooling. Oh, who can don't even chopper by Nka. Go back to me say be on track papa because bro from Yanu come we be on track. Yeah, what did you told me yesterday? The honor over you are yeah, so in principle, okay, no problem. We will cry. Odike. Yeah. So for what Odike? I'm on track. You think I already remember Odike story? Odike is saying that the 92 Constitution, very truthful. It was written to favor Rollins as a person to satisfy his blood. Why hasn't Adena successive governments have opposition? Yes, I quite remember President Akufo-Addo talk about that. Yeah, but almost started. So President Akufo-Addo started review committee. And at Amels better continue on put your set up 2011. Yes. Oh yeah. 2011. Some almost implementation. Suddenly, implementation committee is almost working for like 2-3 years. And you and Emra because another team almost better now when we say are they feasible? How practical can they be? But why haven't we, President Mills, may he so rest in peace, Ofimo Credit? Yeah, so President Mahama, Abedi 4 years, Nanado 5 years, yes, 9 years. You see, because absolute power, everybody enjoys absolute power. Would you say I may know to you? You so for say, no to for take a course. What can say? We power next to the man, you pay a panic crowd weapon. When presidents were Ghana say when we be Biano Biaka say yeah constitution be able power na from kakra nobody allows that too for the tradition but we are democracy 5 years 2011 up to 16 now plus another 5 kasa 10 Kenkalu so but where's our time no yeah 11 yeah 10 2011 20 yeah. So in principle I think Odike is telling us a beautiful story that South 92 there no we sure mo gather here now that time when MPP for that time the elites the media MPP that because you didn't have political parties like that the elites did not even want to join, so he had to. I've read beautiful articles about some money at the actual say so they had to gather some people, clergy, market women near the which is not bad. It was a good start. But we do you know even American Constitution there were amendments over the moment because everything cannot be absolute at that point. Yet then the powers invested in the executives, the power vested in the executive is too much. It's way too much. I know more abusing to the extent that honorable Ajimamenu Muni Adenina, the president now decides, okay, you can make sure white paper, no matter we are not more enjoy some much of immunity. So I think that it's a call in the right direction. I mean, when people begin to speak like this, then they give hope that ebe kran yempo you believe in some of this yenko do omo for presidency in mom.
Okay.
Because these two political parties, they are a problem.
He was specific on couple of things. He did talk about the prerogative powers of the president appointing IGP.
Yes.
Because there be a mekasa on mind be a policing.
Yes.
He did talk about Auditor General. Ghana sikasem ni nkontebu ye disika ma wo manu Joseph akoye kwan o disika ne ye o de ye ne sen auditor ama nano eno bi na Captain Smart koye ya ekofa nsen bebre abai report about bontia sisika say ayira ne ade and he talk about other relevant positions.
You see, I've always believed that even
nobody should be bigger than the
president.
Electoral commission shouldn't be appointed by any government.
I don't even have problem with the appointment because you don't know why. Me person be do be pseudo president in Ghana. Assuming the level cannot be touched by a president. What will happen in Ghana? That means the two people will be fighting each other. Even in America, America, Joe Biden
but
is the
if
first gentleman.
Then let's continue this way.
No,
good.
But
because there should be, if there is a system that brings Domelevo to office, and Domelevo is misbehaving, there should be a system to get him out.
Exactly where I'm going to. But my point is that
I'm appointing
meritocracy. You can even let 2-3 people get there, and the president will choose one. Me, I am believing that system. No, say 2 people, okay, yeah, problem anabe show stations. Okay, manuchone we to mo select you be mumfa 2 ma me me back me as the boss me back.
But
welcome and picking there. That's where the problem is.
No, but
meritocracy people getting there.
The problem no yes say. The problem no yes say. Only 2 yenyi back. The problem no yes say. Me I'm the program host. I have the prerogative of appointing 2 and answer.
Yeah.
Until the point and he said the moment I may you wo and I kalusha na utuno then my allegiance comes to me and no na all can because when himself no na appoint you to bet me as disappoint you
yes
until that is what
there should be systems to remove the person. See what I said what has he done that is so untoward and it's changing if you that's what you should get you. But I'm also seeing it from the other side too that the Akufo-Addo just appointing somebody, that's where me have a problem with. But Convoca say if the electoral commission I say you na president to me find a can it has its own merits.
You see, that is why I was say your auditor general, your electoral commissioner, inspector general of police, sensitive positions, almost a system. We can do a system whereby I say Biden the IGP what I say the police commission systems so if we go by that,
by then your allegiance is to the president because 17 to me without the president
in the end of the day Omani is guided by the constitution. Bibia embodies and Bibia is in there. So but my point and he say it should be
people should rise or get to those positions
and there should be process to electing who is just like you said merited when I do so when I qualify when I say and then there should be procedures as to the SSA and no see between the idea apam free.
That means then what would be the
because
powers, what would be the powers of the president in it? Say be a chief justice somewhere 10 or more could square or more could do.
No, the president you have your state, your secretary of state. You have your
power to be a chief justice now rise and colleagues be 10 or more 20 say okay, Manucho should be the chief justice. So bet you alone himself my rise the corner me mates now so you choose him because the chief justice department in choosing me. Then there ought to be the president's influence or ability on that chief justice. So they have a beautiful discussion.
I don't understand you.
Why
should the president have an influence on the IGP?
Because the president should be bigger than the IGP.
No, you are not getting it. I say to say they are not American. Free
police commission.
State. State level. To say last 2 weeks you say can say hurricane Ebaha. Yeah, governor. Governor. Activity National Guard. Charlie Baker. Or activity National Guard. 1,000 to go to people living in Coastal Cape Cod to help. And you all know just like you said, because some of your police for. But the system goes up, say by emergency. The governor of the state can activate. Almost regular police. Say
National Guard can activate National Guard.
Can activate. It is say police for no here and I say mining here bibi Sister la no Mampeni by the commander in chief.
Yes.
So what I say, but as to say day to day activities are IGP in Sasha Mampeni num because when some Mampeni be yinedi. Manye say Mampeni and then
my spamina
yeah, comfort me frɛ hey akwana watching no you say because onimsa sa wanya na ban mu for be ko pimpin no am yinedi. That is what Odike is talking about, and I think say ye sir ebema IGP no some sort of freedom.
Yes.
Wo dey say Manucho me na me minister of trade yes my colleague about Jano Manucho can say no.
No, let's the system.
No. I'll let the system
so
because trade minister and me from Mampeni more Mampeni pam.
Yeah. I get you. Just don't say yeah before no 1 year so then people begin to assume positions and begin to sabotage the system. But I believe that people should rise to positions rather than handpicking them. Where I agree in principle that obviously you be as a IGP, koye say my koye PRO, no Kotan radio, so no dear term. Now he feels that the president loves me, so I don't care. Those systems. So I agree with you, Odike, that
the amount for attempt the day I can. Amount for the attempt because you say the promotion, demotion comes from the president.
Exactly.
And he said to me, review constitution, all these things will stop.
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't have to go and sit on radio to DD attempt to for the president to recognize you.
I agree. See, Odike, I said the right on the air that the 92 constitution needs a comprehensive review. See, per se chrono. Sana, nothing will change. The executive will still hold all the power and be abusing it at any time that they want.
Otchere-Ankrah, so quickly.
1982 constitution, Opo, I said Otchere-Ankrah. We don't need to make any.
Kaluya, a stretch spring.
Okay, we should pass here and I say, what organize is we over through constitution.
I say Otchere-Ankrah. I say Otchere because
amend it.
I didn't Obi abet me actually. Because 1982 constitution, I'm why kiti. And now,
I'm sure Kalusha no ya jo.
I'm why e dey na dey e mo ba na dey aba. And now bo am na corruption cause yi. Corruption bebrebe cause no constitution no na ma corruption cause. Because the hustle ni wia, the offer ni wia, the hustle ntimi nka for myself. Because Ghana corruption na ye kan. Politicians no almost like bet 25-30% people. Civil servant na nkasa na ya kromfo no. But the names are for na kromfo ntino, omutimi nka for na sem. Chief director, minister beko, chief director that's the ministry.
Yeah. Why say me the 1,000?
What you say? Chief director, minister beko, or that's the ministry. Yantiana housing working housing minister.
Yeah.
Papa over at
no,
the former one, the housing
Colin, current one.
No, the former housing. Why?
Colizauda.
No.
Sagleme.
No.
NPP
by
and
the only you know my position.
Attaching. Yantiana Attaching because the chief director sign. Assign.
Still still the housing minister.
Because Attaching at the office. That's the chief director to be consigned over $5 million project. Without his consent, constitution is a friend here coffin home crata him say, then chief director Kosan and Nakokot. Yatnokram as chief director Mzu. Papa no san crata and Cranan Matis is Zoo. Sike Komina Ghana book say from
Baku 5 million, Baku 2 million, $7 million.
What constitution yo? And the Nipa Bidia.
No, but how do you blame constitution too? Because the thing is a protocol or ministries in any say
of a
maybe how do you blame because it's a constitutional amendment I must see no so how do we are can class a chrono because one from ministry of housing no eba finance ministry no I was say voucher be before about and payment issued and as I say minister and signature there also protocols were not followed. We are laid down procedures are more abuse no. It is a constitutional. And then in this sense in constitution be to me I found.
Na constitution is saying constitution ma kwan say chief director to me ma kwan yes ade.
No,
e ma kwan
but they did it.
And na maka say constitution enye no. Cause we wa ya fa no ade akowu. Sika of nyina wafa. So the kogu hima na ma, so the kogu hima.
So no there it has to be application of the laws.
And no tina make us enye no because and mania matter too much. And then yana yachi Mahama de abrantie kotumi abuga pele kotumi nyane abade ni
nana do yi no
what you say adentina constitution no
o manu check ya say Akufo road check current minister.
No.
Check me here.
No. Attaching minister. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
On your house.
No, attaching.
Small boy. Oh, no, okay.
Attaching. It's almost I think Asensu
Asensu. Ah.
Check me.
Asensu I think so about house now.
Okay. My producer and check me.
What you say? Eti opo the American say constitutional check and balances in adwuma yi.
Yeah.
Said the na menu amari choka no. Run say extra constitutional at the favor on in the chronics and that time just and people are choose to do it, you know, and they did it. One who opposition who say who different. Kufo opposition one guys obey constitution.
But I think if the president has a bomb Baswa, Kufo and else who's at least
what I say. Now all the Rami can has a power where
and then me tell the UTA Peace News and pay. Odia hinkane guy ba kokra de anam rofin adia omode ye nanado ne ada president kwame amo masa enemi fili omutu chase omse nanado lawyer penin constitution kan wasam yehu deda ubetena so hu sa ade na ede fi ye kakrobu aso wi asonte
asam no anything I'm saying opposition
can say omo Tuesday and then Wednesday
and
Thursday news no more din bi omo de ma no mere video no say osre programs manager say omo fa koso aguba na hen meka ho because that news no me say vim lady efia omo here efia pokua was that news no so because that news them say omo ba adano omo ma news no we are no omo so comment you say then because no the case story we no mo peke na twa omo twabo leaders no so omo betena so omo kan ya say
power na ede na why na say everything is in you I will say okay me poni bia mo bi no
mama say na ne boss ne mills
mama kwa de wanka ho hwe
mama ne boss ne mills what can they
which is very true
as so nya kwanya benya the next 4 years ne kan 8 years ne ho on san carry
yeah of course
because the privilege is a woman no or be judge the privilege woman na
say Asensu Francis Asensu Bache
yes Asensu Bache one house minister what I say it constitution there in fact to be frank none the two constitution dey amwagana me dem hu say amwagana kwan bia so because enei constitution na say emfa adwuma maburu nya bi nye
they did talk about that. Then almost say, and now article holders. Jessica 71.
There from 1968 to 2008, 40 good years. 1968 to 2008, 40 years. Remember, make a pension is 80 million, 8,000 Ghana cedis. As at that time.
Wow. As pension man.
As all pension, not director, I think said director 1 as a director 2. The second no 8,000 Ghana 80 million.
Now you need pension.
What I said?
No, by still paying for sank. We juma no.
40 years in service. When 80 million. The second no 80 million.
The sir president I can say teaching the men so that so benyeska.
What I said? What I said?
Odia guys say carpenter for mobile, mason for mobile, driver for grade bobo. Na so ko teacher grade president grade one year teacher so be millionaire.
Get your man na say constitution when you dibu omanya. Minimum bia ene o teaching food you try na 15 million or say esika ba convert 50 million by US dollar
current
50 million
1,500
Ghana cedis convert $300
yes
bosom yo
mark kana kese sa mo yesa ai foforo na nka itu
1,500 Ghana cedis no enu $300 ah kromo obi adwuma ye ne day no onya $300
yeah of course
it is an adwuma to say na aka say obi nkonko ya corruption e be etu ase amna yi
yeah
eti o mampani no ba corruption on timi ntu ase because the masses no aprodada eti obeba betrem no waye din na sabe ono de monument o wona say de ma no waye din no waje no akotena fie din eti article 71 holders na de obi antimi mo constitution no.
So if you were given the opportunity to suggest some parts of the constitution which you think needs amendment,
the amendment in there appointment of leadership in the country no and then the first thing say yes
they said the Odike kan
no
the prerogative of the executive powers
and no the SSC IGP
electoral commission
subs directors chief directors of Ghana Force una koyi adwan on eni kwa say una koyi electoral commission let the people apply for it go for interview let them vet them na panel no hu omo qualify na enyi omo kwa adwuma no eti se wa anya ni ya we can even sack you
sack you
I didn't say
because and I agree with you because on say MPP ko yi isi NDC entrust no NDC ko yi isi
obi entrust no on say IGP acting IGP unim say both MPP and NDC obi agitum say
omo feeling no because
I'm not say
doing anano krayamba show Monday no there was a story. We don't buy Kwalam Pesa Stella like Kofa Bania Bonabaso.
Dampare.
Omu ko patrol. Manucho. Surprisingly.
Okobi.
No, Atwa Omo. No, they didn't know he was coming.
Okay.
Patrol team. No, Atwa Omo. No, Omu call patrol.
What you say?
Okay.
See, I was telling you we need energetic.
What you say? Because police for who say or rising from the ranks and files of the police service or from recruiter, from constable. He knows everything. Grounds no. On first school what you say? Patrick Kwate champion me am offer no Kufo na appointee no from universities and no officers course on the IGP omo amni na mu nyina eti adwuma we ya dampare ye the only IGP a we bie Peter Namfuri
Namfuri
apart from Namfuri me who the any better
rising through the ranks
and oba adwuma during runs the time PNDC akosi oba adwuma ma say Peter Namfuri obon di obi asore
I think Opare Dampare it's he's so far he's living up to so far the nipa mienu a me yi omu si ho pa Dampare obai and a Greater Accra regional minister Nanado Aban
exceptional
Nanado Aban
exceptional
sa court ni dia me se me ko Ghana pa na nya chance I will just go to his office
you ba kwakochia
na makochia na keke then come back
na Ghana no ye adwuma se ya na me ka to say we say ni trikika regional minister ntiki kan opo back to the constitution ti de ebe kan say Ghana mabunu ese ekeke ho nyema ye mpanifo no say constitution na da ho no a hope for the future
constitution di Ghana japade ni nyina she
omampani
na ban mo fo nkwa
na omo nso nkura nso na sa nyemu omuniemu adodode kese na omo na omo what I say because the parliamentary be kwa kotena parliament 4 years no abejes gracia kakraka ebina make us say me chira dey 40 years
babe mo calculate babe no say mensa bo so much just gracia how does it
na was there like 28 years
unim
28 by 4 say 444
oh
8 times
in 10 mensa
7 times
what I say no omo ma gia cha omo sika pa in 10 mensa yiti mensa
ba yiti so on babe na
twice
on babe na ko
ana
yes from 1992
babe wan comment
Duaja na na chepa Duaja no from 92
babe wan 92
babe 96
oh babe 96 okay babe was the second parliament
and yiti ye 92
na yiti the sepania
what I say
so no before
omodidim
before I become democracy no is a defense minister or something under PNDC
omodidim papa enei omotiwa menne omunuanum firisirem babe ye kaya na omugu nkrade Land Cruiser kese Siremfo ministers and MPs there. Omo ni wu papa
92. Babe
no make
from 1992 to 2005.
What you say?
Edi omo kaisa babe in the watena so achepa.
Yeah, bestre. Constitution there.
Right now no na the longest 7 MP and then of you are not chairman sabon so aba.
Una say so MP we speaker.
Obasa still our confirm to man.
No.
No, you don't get 7 MPO.
No, that's why he's still a member of parliament.
No, Debio.
Didn't he win his seat?
No.
Winning.
But they say no more or less. They say the audacity parliament.
Yeah, it's audacity. Oh, it's speaker of parliament.
The American say your constitution.
Obeji. The monument is so.
Yeah.
Nanado
number 3.
Say obetimi ya hu bibi for constitutional reform na down. Sabi Professor Mills na je ku for starting and ombetimi an bibi omonye so omutimi nya hu bibi a ye besre se saba we firo na ban bi obeba bia no omo sha se no nya hu bibi so anyesa opo se de si hu Ghana no ne ade no e se ne mess se wo se no am catch se mabunu no omo nya more interested in politics again anymore
of course
ne mess omo twu omo because omo se politicians no they are there for their own personal gains ne ade eti be kakra no me so de ballot boss no be si a ba be fa ko na bibi enam because on Senate that jeme general mu e me konto kwa me
say two pe who near be nti I get disappointed
so bad the same people
because reforms here change the constitution Mahama na won be bia ex president on wa beta so unya almost 5 to 6 years as a president you didn't do it we so now say me baby I mean people get disappointed
okay mama ko kalu shona kalu fa kakankan kalu bieja yanko constitutional idea say area o see system the am quite
obo we go kind say constitution no nka mo sana nka ade first year ese nka make say indemnity clause no almost triple first one.
Yeah, I think Odike did mention that. Mukwamo ankasa asem no.
Yeah, emolument. Say emolument no.
Indemnity clause no me obi otie bi on tia.
Indemnity clause no, ye de eya hye mu say constitution mu say so your mampanyin na so wie ska buburu kra na 10 years it is akunya so it is 10 years ansana ye do akọ
yetime
do akọ court ene ye fe no indemnity clause enti ama empanifo no omomote abanwa no omo wia eti omo ase no omo so wia kra na o tumi nka wona me che no na ade na akọ so omo ya ade ne say such a way say politicians no eno ma ba na say ye de omo court na say de omo police station kra na no omo hura police for no
na say me na me do see ho
what's that and American it is our constitution no yama power to the police they say none of the politicians will be able to even like I say commander Ben ho na yemfa nko no yemfa no ma me say please code of ethics no omo the autonomous na me che no as you are saying na apart from that na as a by say IGP no say if IGP is not being selected by government president now the code of ethics and policing code na adwuma opo nobody could go there because over here as we are saying the commissioner of police in the USA has only lazy with the president to work but the code of ethics of state by state almost say adwuma no edifa but obia ntumi enka say that is secretary of state bia ya de bi na ye kwa hwehwem enti o president o makwan say di pakro kwa hwehwem no you can never do it. And everyone shame say that power na politicians and say undermine our police, you know. And so on the channel. The politicians always undermine the police because police for no. Omo kwa krasa omo ba be du kroma. O de omo kwa krasa na omo ya. Enti omo hu kakra na omo so say kramaya o de didua a share to obeso o to America. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Enti constitution ni de loopholes bebre wom. Na that loopholes no na so me na the mama kra na me di ne ho ya. Because say Atamas and the boss Atamas 2011 me boa. And I over transfer 2012 up to 2016. It was 6 years. I didn't want to implement it. One assessment. It will take about 3 years. And that time no say enye adwumboni bi na nan kopeso ene ka dream na person dey Ghana you could have done something oh boss no but no agenda your mama no agenda to dey adin baba tu ho no wan hwemu kra no san ko sa akwa say onu kra o kasa asem say yenye constitution kwa na tell bia na me boya for me because the thing
na don't say
na me say na do eso ye bi but your mama could have done that one and can not do crab because I says they
are in the same soup. They rate all of them the same. Okay, it's okay.
Discussion. What I was anticipating is a discussion now. Now, by now, or yeah, I know. Could have, I mean, help Ghanaians in a way. When I'm a Opo, as Odike was saying, you know. I didn't friend say indemnity clause 1 and emolument 2 and no bomb because how we no na ska kitwa bi omdo akoye ekwan omdo be man so no mo sa ko wi ska ni bi e de kwan omye nya cry should works development no mo say omye development we ka say akoye yi ha say hospital do ska say sa 111 yi wo de omye nya wie wo be beti say yi 10% bi akokofo bi dan bi fa bi kwa kobu because kana ya di man contractor nso nkokoye no kon surveyor nkoko jan asmo ka say enye say kwa no manu chokrofo yi o meka so oboa don't allow them to do the work I don't dey no wa ko cut na ejuma no ye wie 2 years pepepe na ejuma na started to it and until say ye benya manpanyin bia or e missionary to say polygamy say let's try to change the face of our constitution no na in favor the executive.
Do you think Nanado should have also championed this?
Right now, Nanado has 3 years to go. And trust me, say.
No, me say, Ufu say, Nanado so senka oye bibi waye bibi afa constitutional.
Yo na meka senka se kro ba kon kran no onye proposals bi kra anaso
the proposals are already there.
No, is this short for him to do something before or step out?
Short to say na the okazo be ya do now intensify how many years?
Yeah,
adwuma no say ya framework ni da ho.
Because you say no the social media na abana ye kan social media na abana among for taking for granted no. Opo another umbrella say media be fourth umbrella fourth state.
It has always been.
Some have been corrupted. Some have joined
Captain Smart General
offices. Some have now
social media no so ababe because obi anko journalism school biawo ono otin baby na underground or can it
some of them
or can it
yeah, the positives and negatives. Some ebisu the chaff na
no we are just looking at the positive that said kaka dey what am I saying no
kaka
macho
kaka onti auza kaka
oh me kamacho kaka me American
kaka dey so no
at the source no can say much my you say but munye enu bi no enu the positive aspect.
You know you can sponsor somebody to do that.
To do what?
Yeah, to do that.
Maybe I know come on muskara we say munko chucha.
Yeah, we can do that.
Ba ku bi otako menim so ja wise
the wise African youth.
Yeah, wise African youth.
Yeah, but nya audience and them say afono no ntumi nya nipa 100 per view.
Because them say oh first no ultimate hit you.
Yeah, I see there. But yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, but there's this one and I'm person me.
It's what I'm saying say sa constitution there opo say yeah pebebia you want and no bebre wo I say yeah shene sanu so answer constitution there it will always be for the 35% politicians or say 20% or mo na dey be there no na population ankasa na the populace na say enya benefit e dey omudin e dey kokoje bosia akese no so that say no mo dey bia na kom di omo no mo hram na edidi cha so
yeah
Opo
me wade we because people are listening we no say indemnity clause in there can indemnity clause in there yes sir my role is the shame for himself no
yeah
say let's sleeping dogs lie obi odi born evolution and indemnity clause but mama mu dey presidential immunity
yeah
so on 3 years for 3 years article clause article 57
10 and 3
article 57
yes for how many years
3 years I will say 3 years no precedent civil or was in office. Yeah. The president shall not, while in office as president, personally liable to any civil or criminal proceedings in court. Now, section here. Civil and criminal proceedings may be instituted against a person within 3 years after his ceasing to be president, in respect of anything done or omitted to be done by him.
3 years.
3 years. Before, during, notwithstanding, during his term of office, any period limitation, except when the proceedings had been legally barred before he assumed the office as president. In 3 years, I wanted to do that one. That within 3 years, to me court, or your president, they want to mean in court. And within first 3 years, since to me court. But from now on, somebody can really take the president on. President on. Yeah, the presidential immunity. Who enjoy as being the president
of because one. Upon him say na no census we crom ye.
Yes.
Census we crom ye.
Yeah.
Population na nkasa omo unze yenya de de ano kan krenusa.
Sa omunya say.
Still emma tell say nipa anye. Because me nam phobia no ye bi. Omo so kokra people don't even mind them.
Yeah, they couldn't count. Obi say you no chocho off.
Yeah. Was if you were mo bi asa na we abaye. De na menya.
Yeah.
Dear Nemenya because who be church room did their common politicians no e dey akogis kaburu ready asama mo
kan kwan say ya
ne kwan ti say ya e be ye kwan dey tia na tie
2010 year be 2000 2010
what is it opo enti Ghana you problem ankasa now the problem is all about MPP and DC party me no ni Ghana problem.
Oh yes.
Ghana problem nyina NDC
because to chroma taxes na dey adwuma.
What you say?
We don't work, so how can we pay taxes? How can the country be beautiful?
Me ya grounds work bi. Unum say kame dika.
Oh yeah.
E ho kame.
No, I know Kajetia market yes some of the electricity for 3.6 million.
Adenti say kame dika. Adenti say Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly some dika. Taxes akasi amudi nyina. Moda so dika. Kame dika. Ah, na constitution ya papa.
Now wait till uchu.
Yeah, na me council we say constitution has nothing to do with it. Constitution na appoint obi amna be kame mayor.
Na ba enti u pa chese me nya
kame. Enti na maka kire say wo nyina wo nye creative.
Oh yes.
Maka said leadership in Ghana right now obi anye creative. we are creative. I want to mama man say
is it because they are not creative or it's because omu discount? Because there are two different things. Because one, they make the money, they create the money, but they don't use it for the purpose for which the monies are amassed.
Creativity of the money need the system na creative money no. And omo buy and omo so ni idea bia to make it to sustain it. And omo say we ento mangaza no onye creative dada. Ono aba no. Obi na creative say ne emfa so e mfanye no. Omo ene kan constitution omo try no. Obi ani president da.
Yes.
Obi ani odi president bi. But omo here the ato am microphone na enjoy o. Eti omo say point as a keme boss a the ato policy da ho no. I don't know so now ye ye. Uba policy no fanya juma now say we are policy
create more wealth.
Okay.
So that's the truth. What say taxes na really cruel. Why wouldn't ejuma be brank of for no? But Ghana na ejuma na won't provide the youth na come say you wrote in no. They are not even working. So they won't pay taxes.
Talking about stealing money.
Where they you ono so indemnity clause me correct. Yeah. Was indemnity clause are clauses in contract that set out to protect one party from liability.
Yeah,
if a third party or third entity is harmed in any way, it will cause that to contractually obligate one party to compensate another party for loss or damages that have occurred or could occur in the future. And the indemnity clause in per se, no, it wasn't meant to protect Jerry per se. But I don't say I say political unity say a shemwa won't even come with us. Miso kan be enti say e be yo e kan no a minute o ye yina film e buy Jacob Zuma straight away now ko
word hotel me just the Ghana constitution when kese bi shema e exonerate omo a 90 atrocities of 81 kuno and then a Ghana indemnity clause so by na beba but now Mahama enjoy a presidential immunity. So we are moving. I lapse into people can 3 years.
Because I double checked here when you said 3 years. Yeah. Okay, Unity Radio 1039. I'm talking about stealing money, people not being creative. There was a press conference held on Monday by NDC, which has been
gaining
rebuffed by MPPs Abuabia Samwa and then John Bodu Munyina Kambi.
Yes.
Na enono nama ene Kwamena Duncan.
Yeah.
Ene empenifobi kase.
Former Pastor.
No, former.
Former Central Regional Minister.
Yeah. Now, Deputy National Communications Director of the NPP, your friend with Jennifer Oforiwa Quinn. Wa IG government say on speedy up the prosecution and jailing of at least 5 former appointees of the NDC for corruption. According to Jennifer, no move no beboa ashati NDC for no atum, especially Sammy Gyamfi. Prosecute and jail at least 5 of those pending at the court to shut their communications officer up. His unnecessary attack, allegations and insults on our government is too much. Those in charge should do what is expected of them. Jennifer Quinn, a tweet, and I'll post to you on Facebook. I also Sammy Gyamfi Tata MPP4. Nana do na buying cases are almost a shame. Omo eshomsa. Na at least omo chingi pa numum. Na Sammy Gyamfi Sammy press conference in kase so omo discount kenche ba kokura ntuma. And following up on that, and former Central Regional Minister Kwamena Duncan so question the moral right of former President John Mahama to criticize Nanado. Now, or see, Mahama should be doing some time in jail by now.
Yes.
The Kwamena Duncan say, by some can you say, Omampeni Mahama or one no crowda bontin or thank you to us criticizing Nanado say, Ketasi Shepherd, if he say Ghana, a mum, you know, be corrupt in chain. Nanado da na ono mu de keta se na to no so tu no oba e de oye no ene de a bon. The NPP has no intention of fighting corruption, and so the only way they can be made to account to the people of Ghana is for them to leave office so that the new government will come and audit them and show them where they have gone wrong. Otherwise, all the money they have stolen, they will just walk away with it. If you participate in politics or are a participant in public service, one of the first things you must be willing to do is to be accountable to the people. We your mampeni dada Mahama. And on a Kwamena Duncan, Ekasa wo kokuruku jumadi so. Ena ono eka se or recollect say ene ya sana na do mo betena so omuntumi nyahwe na Mahama to free left na Sammy Gyamfi to free right ne bi free wiemu ba no se hwe ko NDC amamom Airbus scandal or cite ex-president as receiving kickbacks in the purchase of the aircraft for Ghana Armed Forces, and also reminded Ghanaians of some uncouth comments Mr. Mahama made while as President of the Republic, further alluding to some alleged corrupt practices involving Mr. Mahama and under his administration. Kwamena Duncan was convinced that the former president should be serving a jail term by now. President Mahama today has the gut to talk about corruption. If it was elsewhere, and the work ye elsewhere, if it was elsewhere, President Mahama indeed should be doing some time in the jail. Otto, I'm starting first.
Opo.
Yes, sir.
Zamakasa Ghana, your problem in NDC MPP.
Aden.
Because we are Mahama Heking, or Babamua, or Mayehi. My kind of pain say MPP and Timia Muam or my Ghana Manani.
Mahama then they were candidate or Kano. Was it last week, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Kwamena Duncan Casa or Noako Kasi, they sent Kabasam or them.
Yes, Lawrence Anyahi, Kofua Mary, Umunina Kwaba. None of my kind before already from say MPP and Timia Mugana year and this in alternative. No way. Because Omunina in your fault. Omunina in your fault. Yet Tiana say, you can't say Coco Bani de Deba, Omunina former. What you say? Omunina a pet. Yenim quiet fast wa. And nay purposes how I come see Crano, Nico to be passing the vetting. Yeah, as well passing the vetting. And any finance minister, they were all passed through coolly. And my name is for Bikura. Yeah, Sammy Gyamfi. What I say? Muntakane, Haruna. Yeah, can was me. Sammy Gyamfi by a press conference. Yeah, Tata Nipa be NDC because of Sagleme project. But on one, I was a Nipa be discuss agreement. Nipa be from where ye. I'm a project no Ghana ni ba so no mobro oye na juma na ke better to know
the unit were supposed to be saying 5,000 and almost 1,600
versus
1,608 about best
no sir almost say something they completed but I'm said the project 1,000 something
142 I'm say 600 completed I mean that means
and this for nan kasa ya we for this also what tell me what ya we say Sagleme project ne nkrofo no bi discount Ajuma fully completed.
My question is, what is Nanado doing? Sarcastic and rhetorical question.
Problem here between NDC and BP. Yeah. Minimum so Babusam said, dear no Bombay, Omuya what I say? Omuya for, oh dear, where Jennifer Quay can was me and Jelly Nipa 5. Mama Baba padding homes is here.
Yeah, because it's surprising because now they say because he practicing so because say why the demo ones someone mean
Abu Kapeli.
No, Abu Kapeli, you know. Another person the man which of me boni dinner and Mirefi. Yeah. Or because say no say he's not doing well when someone oh Mirefi ni din Bafu Boni. Yes, Napo Munye. That's it. You know on say Ghana Obiako we are Benkani. Body banchi mese dem dia woni humo brofo anano Christian Achu obi pa mami bi okotwa body a generally on ne ma last year Christian Achu ne kotua sika na ese 700 Ghana cedis ne ajelu omo Christian Achu ti store no kotua sika ne yi omo omo de yewu omo mobo obi ji sika amani pa wu afa ho ye na tuma ese on health he's not doing well na na do ba na obe pardon
Abrante here was forming new year or ninam jail ya or
yeah
crime check.
Crime check. Yeah.
Akola ketua bi ese 150 Ghana cedi. 15 cedis.
Yeah, 15 cedis. Yeah.
Akola ketua na mse onyanya 18 years cry. Okodam ye dintum say over. Ye jeli na mse 14 years say. 15 cedis. Enu 200 cedis o. 15 cedis about dollar mkura say.
would have kind
less than $3. You're jelly almost bet 12 years.
Hana we just na Ghana winning 15 cities. My list over my mission idea. Also called Tamale. Called Tamale baby fee. Oma obi sika kokoro back 1 CD. Masa, what could nipano? Na abuga pele we sika we disca we am yet na kotuma. Wabe padeno. I didn't know so padeno. It we Jennifer Queen say ye aban bia ba obe padeno. Camouflage. Na nipa individual been a jailer. Say, or Massam Crano, they don't deserve to be there. I said it yesterday, and one yet taker. Your nipa bebre or Ghana jailsa, and nay, say, go to a cases up our pure fasa, coming up a beefy. Yeah. I didn't say, idiot, one brother. Penning for you, and this MPP croye. Eddie, Opo, as someone say, dear ye can yanchi and this if one goom, yanchi went to no, Mcosi babia. Omochom crumble baby jam, Fasobianiso.
That's true.
Dear Nana said, Ghana for Nancasa no the Adjuni Diagro. And this year people from the Ghana for Adjuni Diagro. Psychologically, almost psychically pay up. But you are doing nothing. And you make grounds in United.
So you are trying to kind of say what Kennedy Japan said some time ago, say MPP in NDC. Yes, scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Sanity. Sana didn't you know? And you understand you. Sanity. Then I neck a rolling city as or caucus or jubilees community.
I wish my dad was alive. Or then on parallel Akufo-Addo no.
Akufo-Addo ne Rollins and Tam Omianu Shakra ka Rosinya ko bato twede. As ko wi ase otiase no ko jubilees community. Meboa. Obe we no ko jubilees community. Na ye wana ye Rollins aye. Professor Mesu here on no baby
rhetoric. No, it's a rhetoric.
Asumbia Park credit professor. Number was so Asumbia Park and Professor Mes got to here. And then what do cramp people na door mewa.
Koko indo neka.
What you say? No cra. Wait till say sa party ni no.
NDC for Jahama ne say.
And we are for Messi Woodie, man, Akufo-Addo Manu says, man, BP penny being women cosino, and this is for number called as ye.
Become their politics.
That is how it is. And they say, your ordinary Ghanaian, to some make Kwame to an Annam Street, so no 1 to 2 and year who had cheap when him, Nabi be by 1 per do treasure. Obakokwa. Because the name yet Yama parliamentarians grow where young woman watch it, or move more cool.
Because you know sometimes it's mind-boggling. On say Sammy Gyamfi press conference. Or say multi opposition. We a campaign see a disca. Antika expectation mobile. Kamba chichi yegum. Ena Boabia Samuabe no say Mahama corruption no crowd. Wa traga na level. Also internationally corrupt. And so that's but yeah, that's my point. Say. Why? Because on say
Kwamena Duncan but to the sense on background
Kwamena Duncan call.
Yeah,
Kwamena Duncan call we programs. Kwame Sefa kind programs. You did mention good to say Airbus scandal. Well, here we here. Yeah. You did talk about also Mampeniji kickbacks. A whole lot of other scandals. Yeah. A bar. Burkina Ford no crowd. Some can say no they charge for crash shame. I can say. Na gift ni mum kwan fa so gi ni bebia ko fa ni ade na nti hono de no mu omo punish president anye because osan de kan fleet of the cars of the presidency ho to omo ka say kwan e fa so no ni duty nsem na ko be ba mu no eno na ma ade ni yihu no because aban ka yenye duty what I say ka ne ba wi ansa na ko duty nti eno ne omo ka say once oja ka no hono de ka aban ka hono ne wanyam from let say untumi entem as corrupt. But the procedure na fast na nye. But my point is why is nobody getting punished for all these allegations are MPP for
maybe quickly. My main more 7 charges MPP for the 2 and this for move from smart bus branding.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Omuka Jida Hwasem.
Jida confirm ni
number 2. Savannah's related program no. Sada. Number 3. Ford
saga, yeah.
Good. And I feel say widespread corruption in the judiciary. And also I'm the
nice video no.
Good. And Alfred Agbesi Wayomi.
Yeah, Wayomi.
And so I can Opo, yasi akeka
bebre. Omo de tonyum giganto o papa bi.
What you say? Ganganto papa bi. Sa Central Regional Minister that ye kana say.
Kwamena Duncan.
One kra na ta boss anyum pa. What atopa? Ekosi zan. Asempa FM program. Ekosi zan. Eti maka kire wo say se wo tie kwa motuo na me na me kasa ma MPP no me pay. But ade ne nya enye. Me nkasa ye.
Yeah.
Nanado
the focal point is Ghana.
And Ghana. Nanado ba for say Ghana beyond aid. The wa. Eso na wonam no sere. And the Ghana go beyond aid ni apa ho. Sem pa ho. Adenti na akosere. And nothing a Professor PLO Lumumba. That's what Nanado ho ya.
Yeah. That was going to be our next topic.
Obi antimi nya Ghana yi. NDC MPP obi antimi nya Ghana yi.
To yenya ne formal party ne nko. Kengaluza.
Obo.
Yes sir.
We politics of equalization. And I'm saying,
how many?
I come not Duncan ni Jennifer. Say we have a car. Right now, what you need for this political, you say we substantive issues. About because say corrupt you, but menya omaya. Shenutum. You always watching that too.
You always wear this guy. You motor this.
I have number trying to just where can we? I know I can because me say some African eventually a bebe Kwamena Duncan.
Boabia Samuel. I saw on communication. Yeah, on a press conference. John Bodu also came.
Because a friend saying political equalization. We can we back country. Yes, as some way there. Me has some kind of you can't Lumumba the anyway. Sa doctor Otchere-Ankrah you so. Yankan was because so say mumpa na we dey me can was bia because me say
we funding in Angola because I no
attacking we defending. Me I don't have much to say about this particular issue.
Manu menim say we be kafa no quickly. The two issues Kwamena Duncan say Mahama should be in jail.
It's an interesting twist.
And Kalusha Adam Fopano no.
You see,
Deputy Communications
I think the two of them did not help them. That especially Oforiwa the end numbers came to mind that it's really a bad political talk. Because we can say Sadia jail 5 of the appointees to shame it doesn't really wash. I mean with
so we'll see to
speed up in jail. You see you are being prejudgmental before it's
so see in jail we no see case so anti be jail
you speeding in jail you see
say Sammy Gyamfi jailers we see this guy
yes maybe she say for political experience there she spoke out of politics the end of the beche no
so
Ghana obi papa obi efu ekuma yemfu munja obi papa ya ade na or fight am innocent na come je say oh the man is innocent it's am to jail na no say mun speed na mun jail no if he said that or the brother
no can on car say
speed up
you have to prove your case
so why you say they speed up and jail them why did she jail them why did someone jail them?
Said jailers. If you said we disca, and to be honest, evidence is say
unless you push that button. But if you believe in the rule of law, now we party Musa they believe in it, and you can say speed up the processes. Now you the very end. But I can say speed up, jail them, and shame Sammy Gyamfi. I mean the two
shut him up
and shut Sammy Gyamfi. You could have saved a lot of.
I think
you don't leave gaps. Anyway. Sammy Gyamfi say Omundi Boniti, and then don't speed up. Can they in jail or money for shutting up? Don't ask for processes.
No, sir,
for processes.
I personally don't have a problem.
I have a problem. I think it's a politically motivated talk.
Because say this guy, most this guy corruption. Then I don't know this guy munjeli. Muntumi not even a single person.
Say this guy. And no say this guy.
Me point in this. Me point in this. O see this guy jelly. And then I come out and say, okay, Nanado. Your case is evidently clear, say, Akufo-Addo disca. Like more prosecute, but it is taking time. So hurry up and jail them.
No, that's why the political talk. I will say, me papa come no case and
now papa disca near see jail them as.
Why will you not say jail them?
No, the fact that
then she said next to nothing. Then it's as good as telling me that you're kind of
no. I think you are only understanding say jail them when by hook or crook you be jail. Jail them
and shut Sammy Gyamfi up.
It means say obi amu cases e chere say obi adisika na just like yenyina tie ka say we cover nti ebi a omu ntumi njeli obi a.
Well, I'm understanding it's so different. So I expect her to say jail them and shut.
Okay, jail manucha. You also have an attorney. who will also argue because once the last time I make say time I call court you say or me case by me call court the prosecutor asked the judge say court bail of $5,000 and my lawyer anti prosecutor na can into na judge and he say oh prosecutor can't straight away be I say no my judge also my attorney said no me nipa no onimunsa onomunsa onyehwe this is a pure accident accident honors my lord this can even happen to you entire thing na say yeah onye criminal oni ibi entire thing na say come no it argue say onipa no ho anytime I so back out of banti na judge ni say
that's why I understand that say
the point is
no kind kwade a o kind kwa
no point is say jail them man no say you know, because jealous, good case now
I made the same comment the other time that Sammy Gyamfi, you should know the tail that you are touching because you are calling for people to add emotions to the case because processes of course go for courts now court say mundi bonity in jail or you're strong on jail money not even one not be say now can and the about him yan quick in jail money and sheno why do you say that
and then only Jennifer Queen ya you say nasimo kokano
that's my whole point.
So for me, that's what I'm saying. That with her, she could have said by saying that, and not some non-contempt. Yeah,
Sammy Gyamfi shouldn't have also said.
Sammy Gyamfi, I'm a Benuado did similar things with Chachu. I listened to her. Oh, Chachu, you're clean or intelligent, 17 years or a lawyer. MPP in Timino, Akufo-Addo in Timino. The next moment I saw Chachu in jail. Precedents has happened before. Now, of 5 years, but see a jail in only a jam. He was always put in jail because Chachu no fast track I caught by Chachu Nema or Foley Akufo-Addo near there in that regard, but still went to jail. Because precedents is that Sammy Gyamfi should be careful.
So are you saying, sir, why should he be careful? If people let me point and say, so be a disika. Now I say jail them near jail. I don't have a problem.
Exactly, but not to jail them to shut Sammy up. I mean, anyway.
So this guy, you know, Honda me no nya say jail him.
Oh papa no
and then mutim fly words are powerful.
Manucho
Germany ania mutim fly exactly. You should know that one.
MPP for bar
before now feel that jail omona yem fanya point.
MPP for bar by mun. What did they say? Oman ka some bomb mechi MDC for go.
Exactly.
Time akusibu afu ye man of public reform sector. E dey say no man ka
but by law me amfa nipa ngumu.
That was Oboso asem. But wo ba na wo hwehwe nsem no say ye easy sir.
So that's what I'm saying sir.
But there's still a school of thought.
Kejemfo asem a ka wo so no nya adwe no. Oforiwa asem a ka so no nya adwe no. Me nti wase ho.
Me ne nya adwe so we ka say.
Sammy Gyamfi wo no be ka kire say some mobile mo see the corruption e be 2 years mo see diska ya wia sika bebre ti mo be chichi agum ada na mobile mfie num ni nipa ba kokora mo ntimi fa entum so Sammy Gyamfi is claiming their innocence so mo nya hwe in fact who analyze
of course then you like to come to power
and na mami we nso so aka say nanado by this time at least as senka cases no more speed up ade nipa numa gum ama o mo hu say o mo diska because say o mo di o mo gum a and Sammy Gyamfi wouldn't be able to do sa press conference now no to speed up cases, jail them and shut him up.
No, I think it's a bit far-fetched. Speed up the cases.
I totally agree with that.
But I make sure a perception every basen go phone disikanti e ba be chomwegum. No happen after 5 years. And say the cases are not going that direction. There's still a school of thought to say that. I mean there you jam from diskanti.
No, Manu, question. And are you saying say if there are no evidences to the fact, say and NDC MPs, ministers, whoever who was appointed, because Sammy Gyamfi say now, Ofori was so can say no MPP because come manufacture evidence to put them in jail.
Not manufacture, but the law lies in the bosom of the judge. Sometimes we are talking about court cases. People have gone to jail. Evidently, it was less salary, but they were put in jail. Maybe I guess the judge, be too much. Sometimes before crime to maybe to call for Abia or call for Abia acquire a citizen and I say or yet now warrior. Or be able for crowd to may refusing. What take across and maybe the judge did not wake up on the good side. I think so because the judge is not for the woman. Yeah, that's the beauty of discussion. For the woman to say that let's speed up and jail them to shut somebody up. I think that jail them and shut them up. No, you could have held on to
if
that.
I'm an MPP person, you are telling me, sir,
so she spoke as an MPP
what did Sammy Gyamfi also speak?
Good.
Sammy Gyamfi also spoke as an NDC person.
Between the two of them, they are doing politics, but not with people's lives. I mean, that we can live
but
there.
if you tell them,
politics is about the people's life.
This is politics.
Independent life, you can't want them because Manucho NDC MPP
jail them, shut them up. But maybe they say we should be careful with pushing that jail them to shut somebody up. We don't just jail them because they
because they have an
jail somebody has to come with merit.
Exactly.
So it will be miscanny and say jail them. They will you will not be jailed. That's my whole point.
So it's as good as telling me the second part was.
If I say she spoke nonsense, Sammy Gyamfi spoke more nonsense.
Sammy Gyamfi's own is that we'll see this 5 years from we are not seeing anything, so we are clean. And then somebody said, "Oh, no, say, Obi said, I don't agree." Sammy, you also have to say maybe she also spoke nonsense. But I think that 5 years, Obi say 5 years, you've not charged us, so we are squeaky clean. No, Obi say, okay, and then when be yeah, fasting for mungum na ye man anuntum.
That means that they have an evidence of it.
Yeah, fasting for mungum. Say to me, do mungumwa. The fact say, okay, say, mum speeding up the process means there is a procedure to be followed. And procedure, evidence.
So why do you say speed up jail them, put them to shut him out?
You say speed up there.
Speed up, speed up.
Yes, speed up. You can. Speed up. You can say, but jail them, shut them up. And I have a bit of issue. Speed up there. I agree with you. Let's speed up the process. If the people are clean.
Yeah, don't. It happens every day.
Let me just say it. Boom, what be a jail me? What intention? But it doesn't mean that because
of what I know. It is the same thing like what the
girl is saying. No, you see the girl's position now. Speed up the bitch. Oh, Nanado, let's speed up.
What is your problem?
Let's speed up. Let's clean. But say you're near for mungum. Let's speed up. Okay, say let's you fasting for mungum krana ye man life na ye
fast life no this car. No me mouth typical
anyone can share. Just spoke or can Bosuo say because he's annoyed with Sammy Gyamfi.
Me point
no Bosuo say no ka. Sammy Gyamfi say no you be jelly man
no. Say me point in say jail la intina
why do you even bring Sammy Gyamfi's name in?
Point to speed up the prosecution and jailing of at least 5 former appointees of the National Democratic Congress. At least.
So nim cases happen.
And then you know so 100
you see my interest in what party you can rule of law. MPP's foundations are being
I don't understand your disagreement.
Oh yeah, you can
because okay, say rule of law near the abem. Nipa no onka say yem breach rule of law. Onka say yem breach procedure. She's saying speed the process up and jail them. Speed the process up and jail at least 5 people.
Onka say breach
prosecute and jail.
Prosecute.
Prosecution.
Make us ban rule no. But yes, speed up in jail. It doesn't work. Make us and
it doesn't work.
Make us and Chiano. Make us and Chiano. Make us a Kalusha Bonio. Make us a Kalusha Bonio. By any time you're too slow. Make us a Kalusha Bonio. By any time you're funny too. Nayama. Make us a white Bonio. By any fast.
Yes, that doesn't work. No, I see him prosecute.
Pending doesn't mean it's still in the process.
I see him prosecute you. Na yen jail.
What the bonnet?
They're prosecuting.
Prosecution. Who determines that? Is it not the process?
No. That's why she said.
So why do you tell the end that put them in jail?
That's not after the process.
That's not prosecutors.
Oh please.
Oh yeah, prosecutor.
So she's not as a prosecute. Yeah, I prosecute.
What are you talking about?
After prosecution.
No.
After prosecution,
nothing wrong with what she
said. After
prosecution, now funny guilty. What do we do?
We put you in jail.
That's it.
Why they are clean? What if they are clean?
Then you go out.
So why do you say jail them? Why do you add jail them? What's your intention to say jail them? So no, what she said is prejudicial.
No, it's never.
There's a pending case. There's a case is pending. When you say a court process is being followed. No, so Are you not
because they know what they are talking about.
Yes, tell me for Mungum means what?
The friend is over to
be aware with this. Yeah, tell me for Mungum. What I say?
Not going to watch it.
So she's been prejudicial. She wants an
no.
She has an aim. Our addition is himself.
Contempt cry.
No, also contempt. But they are Jawo. Yeah, me tell me for my she's thinking that. I even wanted to go there, but
Kwamena Duncan say, as a second company, Mahama, the Bana, Cresa called them.
Yeah. Or you have to read the whole story, not see because of Airbus. She okay, Kwamena Duncan read the story now. Or see, you see where Airbus in Podier. And can say Mama dem dada.
And yeah, Bas can a couple of other things. But on my examples of things of food says Senka.
So then Kwamena one can you grow.
What's it?
One can say you
okay, couple of which one? And also kickbacks.
Kwamena Duncan can say,
but the one analyst are perceptions.
Kwamena can say,
was it?
One analyst is Kwamena can say.
Kwamena also spoke politics there. That's on your tone.
Politics there.
Kwamena your tone. Kwamena kono your tone.
Problem. No.
So we can't make points.
Maybe that's a problem. Listen.
Your kind of
speed up and jail them.
Speed up and jail them is prejudicial. Speed up with the issue. President, we need BB. Let's speed up the processes and let the rule of justice grant. But because I totally disagree. Unless you are saying that because yes, we na we report I didn't so acho. We the first name jail na you think no what you say makasi how? You first name jail na e ma point.
Me na mjina court.
Where how?
Dabi. Send your court in be decide.
Me matia to say be because mancho ka say otu asemi de acho. We first name fa no ko jail.
Eti judge na ruwa.
Maybe we manage to say first name jail me.
The other because it's the
issue. You think and then here chance me say speed up and jail them is being prejudicial. No,
I don't think so. You can hold to that opinion, but I totally disagree with you because who Bekache me say Adentina Sammy Gyamfi say Sammy Gyamfi so say who correct oforiwa say jail now the bear money prejudicial. Adena Sammy Gyamfi so anka say mo say ya diska mo buy mo ntimi prosecute and am try I don't know but see mo ntimi jail mo ba kokora because that is the end result.
Jailing because you boni bia.
End result.
Muntumi jailing me because me di boni bia.
No, but do you I have the audio here. Wa upa me bama Sammy Gyamfi a press conference 8 minutes 29 seconds. I can play nearly 80 the way he said it.
He said that.
Omugina court ye nyelo obia no ntese omunya hwiu. Omugina court
after 5 years ye jailing obia. The same court after 5 years. Of course, but ye jailing obia.
That meant to say say first in jail you no kure wo mu no dia say ye ntem na do ni wo mu no ye fa ni tu
now we go jail no this guy
Opariado you need to organize then one go ja kaswa no come you say
on ma chiche MPP people if akwa ka say Gabi Asaro da kunya ne passport ready no den be jail I mean these are political talks
this ones are not in court these are we are not at court for you to say that they say
but they have say pick your passport and run away to Britain because you buy a bet you
never you don't even let me
but me I mean to asie mum die ba because
what am asie me dia ne say I'm saying that
ya tell issue na ka Lumumba de no mo ntimi anhwe no na say time about 116 yeah ni ntimi anhwe yeah for 1 minute bi so na afie
mami wie ho no na afie mi nuanom na because me so
Lumumba say I'm beginning to feel disappointed in Akufo-Addo
no correct true because on say ono oye Pan-African
for minutes na wakasa
na ono oye activist na ni di African politics
echipa
me ne no the same platform bi so e wo Kenya
yeah
omo ewo youth no program bi omo ya me wo so bi na papa no o Korea ni o de hwe African politics mu yipa na e me de so omo nyina hunu bi omo ka bi omo panisa na me ka sa se o ka se Ghana beyond aid e ma nipa bebre bo na ba so se ye hia se be kwa kosresre ni ade a ene ye den unse o making stars bi se ni hu dwiri ni se nei ye se entua mampani fo yirenom kan ya ade he make it on the
story o kan na asem no ya audio no kan bebo by time no
opo Ghana ye mobo se nei o mampani num ebe Akufo-Addo me hu dwiri me say sa case we kuratin ba bonten na ni kwa say ka ba epia bonten kra so ne ba sa recommendation ba no na say come killing kra wo back e wa chire kura ansa na kapie how o mai yi ne hospital kra kwa unya empakura ni nipa bi da so quality school duase esua de no mampani eyire ne vice president yire ne o maka no munya o munya de mo ne nam nyina mo yire nkra diplomatic passport amuni tukwa de no munya mo magu abro chire ko school de no munya ye mu kodwo free mo tax exemptions akese mo akura ma fa ho tete mo companies ene mo NGOs amudidi ho.
Okay, so to for course na me say integrate because your faculty asama can integrate discussions na
also recommendation say enye too late man anado
yeah was on happen the game
on 10 things down up now on 10 things around man ematimi work na can make it but me na gentia me nyini so betimi an say people who feed them information no omo ba won kan akure na nkyere no yan nana do simpapani ne ednasi office o nana grounds ye bibia fine o menti omo de omo kan nya no kure Ghana for Judi Ghana for Jutum nana do etna ka mu
they are now kanini I say when I see members of parliament going to parliament and saying the president's wife deserves an allowance, then I know the man whom I thought had great ideas is now down the periscope. That is my unfortunate verdict as I speak. Osi danadwa onim no pa na de one man in Crawford quarter parliament say oh me yiri deserve pay dabi
enti na me say constitution ni nyina farba me wie ni say Ghana constitution e say sesa no fi say enei wo wachira wo ni different wo ba na mu yeda constitution no wato atwene different na de na secondly the American say the na me nua manu tuo kan nyina ni say nei ye to aba wie na say ye transition ye nyi aban film ye ma independent body ko transition na handovers how do you from the ministries no ye ma independent people ye be fa outside the scrum makoye sa adwuma na ye mfo mom koye na transition mu na nkoye te say ye be che obi atuma ga say we come every ministry okoro wa asesa na nkrata nyina de hen botom de ko trata na ene dia NDC ba MPP for okoro wo ye transition no people say na say de progressive no or de ko NDC for ba we so come de ko transition ya baby ano ye independent body omo enye na china bi yeso obi discarded ni tuma manutwa meka se yesi de obi tuma on tiase.
Okay. Otio Mensa yada say mama yemfa course no integrate into the discussion ti callers ni bi ba na form obi maya na ya to aso because and the real time it's exactly 1:22 p.m. yada say dem anochi cold store and afi anochi trading and the idea said I see man Nabian Barbering Salon and a Gold Coast Catering Services. My men shall see few so Oluma my intel.
Okay, so why there?
Nyamia do me.
Yo, for my men share my father and the father so of that authority. For my men share the Godfather, Sammy Gyamfi, Gold Coast Kitchen and Restaurant Services. Oni na juma efo nyina opo nsemo amokan Sammy Gyamfi asemo awokae na opo menyi ni Sammy Gyamfi kan say NDC for ebo kro no nti omungum nemo akasa kwa na wo kasi asemo so because NDC for can send the brefa NDC for so we akonfo kaya say even nene de ni omo da hokan ndemu na motia konwa ne so so for mo na mo tia konya na sele mo da o ka se NDC for no mo ya kronfo a so dey na o pa kire titi omugumo e 5 years ni me prosecute obi a o di Sammy Gyamfi ka I am person ka NDC for ya kronfo a nke de we na nke NDC even na Akufo-Addo kwa dina ya bi e ka se NDC for 21 bi o wa ye di o wa court o kan 2017 o president de mo tin prosecute obi a wa NDC mo as mo da ho kasa say NDC for your corrupt omno mo ya konfo ni ade etu ka ko si say ene na Sammy Gyamfi ka ene opo mene mani che friend say otuo enya de o assembly a otuo ka say NDC MPP atimi ambuma na dia NDC sintumi ambuma no opo e bia ma adwum no ka na say e bia fighting corruption no say na na do dan kwa Akufo na Mahama ntini am fight corruption a na Akufo-Addo sintumi fight corruption dia opo enkamene ne be ya adwen because you himself if rolling some corruption la even you who say rolling the ono de we ye ho anwa kwa na corrupt e wo na mambum before the case corruption they started from what do you call it? Nkrumah Appenso and Adam Penso. Even a friend say Atamos ni Mahama, but you know who say some name do cause to bas van the name some sadane one in the now cause so in no na a corona and a dream Katasha, a course war, even Mahama Mamboma, and it seems to me never become Mahama Mamboma, may clean. Akufo-Addo ban to you, never me ba Mambua, who pro a NDC MPP in Ebu Mino. If it's MPP in NDC in Ebu Mino, I get come with me not records. And yet, then NDC and many people in the barrel. Never parties in no records. Never will be our buyer or Bebo or Bussy or boy, no Bussy or boy. Neka Mahama Bobusa 59 billion. The 4 years in 59 billion. Akufo-Addo Bobusa over 250 billion. Mahama 59 billion. There be a car. I'm a boss anti-mine because anti-mine a woman at the time. The boss for the original for the military hospital. No more boss for Mina hospital. No more boss for hospital. No more boss anti-Dakwa hospital. No more boss area hospital. No more boss Kumawu hospital. No more side the almighty KJT and the attack for. No more boss Asawasia Tonsuru Tafu Gakasi Mahama. Esino Onina. Ni blocks are who are here no Asante Ready. No more back. No more 620 bed hospital in East Legon. Who Otchere-Ankrah, who Fatamina 3, who has a cry about which hospital never Bank of Ghana hospital, of 190 bed hospital, the Kumasi Kumasi airport, Puntua Mahama Yen one, the Kumasi airport, and I did in a place to no correct Tamale airport, and I did in a place to no correct Niama Oyen or airport. Next Niama project, I would Mahama Yen. Never company and Akufo-Addo also bought 250 billion, not 250 billion. MPP regular caller, Anthony Fref, the Yensum Kaze, Akufo-Addo Busnia or boy, was he hospital way, was he school way, was he clinic.
Okay, Olumaya Dasi.
Mahama or Bubo or Cow, or 2 4 Casamapa, or Koshi Akufo-Addo last week.
Thank you.
Or 2 4 Casamapa Busa or 2 4 Akufo-Addo and a project when you know, I don't know when you're Mahama there. Akufo-Addo don't train Yama. It's the party million there, and yet then
Yadasi, thank you very much. Yadasi, Nano Jamboama, Apum Design. Nana Ojam Boama, Nana Ojam line I drop. Okay, and yeah, Ibrahim to Asuma 95. Say Ibrahim Meboa. Ibrahim Yanko.
Oponya kupon shirao. Nyami shilankao. Na nyami ma boy na. Onye wiridi ne bae no nyakupon ema. Onye nyinche no onye Ghana president kakani. No onye na kureni ya obedi Ghana so. So wa opo wanti mi president obana ye president ya yeni beji. Na Ode.
Oh, Dabi Kaza, Mr. Kaza.
Aha. Na de ye kana say ye kana krepa na ye ka say Ghana mundi ye kana krepa na ye hia bai minu na e ba ya obu mubu mainu pa na ye kana kre na ye kana pinpa dia. Anenka Akufo-Addo ni nkrofo ni ba mi amonko munye bi nka o Ghana ha o. Na enam se Ghana dada na ye de troye de nintino. Enuntina ema ta anya mu ikoso a ande ye sana discussion ta issue no ana opote miti hai na miti show no so ana mi ro program no mi ni una ye unya no bi ohonu no mu ka kire wo se Ibrahim ye kronfo a ai se wuchimi ana wu ye hwem ai se sa asem na ye ka tumi so na ye na pra na nya no pra na do den tie ka se wontimi ngu ne Otchere Akronfo. Abranya ne kai. Otchere Akronfo. Abranya ka se Buni region. That time no way Akronfo. Ena o man so no ko man kakarka. Nti emisa hu se o man kakarka dia. Onye ai ta minister no a mo te Akronfo no munya region dia o na asem. Ne e man ka se oni ho na ete. Ina ya jina 100% ye ti koma na mo se ndi se boy corrupt. And this boy corrupt nande ya to about the prince amre 5 years na ndi sini biya ni ho amutimi ni tum na musu ye de e okrom ha say ya Akronfo ye we ne ye ka kira mu say Akronfo ne dia kakarkara mu na mu ya di ka bi wopo ya di ka wo ye Ghana ni a issue. You can't have them and then old man never catch you. Let you come out. I covered among say, Casobia Quafa, what's in my claim? What are the clay again? On a clam uncle. And it's over to now the international issue now. Now, Munya Yumbia, Commuta, for the same person and prayer.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Mami Aba, you are on the clock and you are using your time to do politics. If you care to know, our lens is on you. Why? But Paul, not in time, Mami Aba open. Say about Ekobo 6 your Ghana. Oh, they had time, the judge Ghana time. Paul Disoso, and then this our message in the by. And then Paul signed another message, say, Master, tell Manuchu that Sammy Gyamfi will not be careful. We will expose the many scandals in the NPP. Why? Opo, today is 4 against nothing. Was he? Otio, in fact, I will get you jailed if you are unable to provide evidence to your allegations. We are still waiting for you. Paul Disoso. Nana Ojambo Mama Mintio.
Yo, sing that. You say, more fast more than the whole.
Yanko Pa Dom ne hoya pa.
Yo, Okano Atia, Masia Hana. Yeah, and there's some responsibility treatment, but maybe you know, because unity.
Na, o program no da ben nyenne na o ye no.
So program
no obi betina mama wana say maso. Okay, to asuma.
Next ayo ukutia na show do yana. Nika no chichi na picture. Na me some come en compare do na. Omo next year weka, omo ya bi ya yi. Enyamia do. Yes,
Nana yesra se uko baby sa ya no amoni ada ho so betwa fidie dia wadaruma.
We can only to the carry. I don't know I'm going to do that.
Yeah, go.
You know, I have big girls in the business of me to do that. I can say, we share some of your Mexico now. The video, and my partner, Obama, is a friend in another bank for Akufo-Addo. Many of you know, severe campaign to Obama, Otono Kwadwo about it. You see, you for work, you are taught by in feeling. And Kofi said, this guy, I need to, you can go 2 years to be the presidential pardon, you have to be a papa, a booger play. And this have to be a sent. When you hear the crow on my so the community this cannot be a teach or more no more command pardon. So I don't know, you can answer the energy, you're pushing your CBD in that pardon at the guy. As I know, man, of so many people. You source a partner, no more money in Canada, more money in Mobile. Can you remember a partner? Let's get it. Yes, I do. Nothing that you need to figure. You have command partner, no, I take up on them. I'm a senior. What you have to assembly man, you are only about to be a hey, I've been on you, any yeah, you do my can get Javana, what's up the cap on them. Let's get on Coca-Cola.
Nana, or jump better
on all the Jamaica.
Honorable Tiva, Enra Kwamena Kasai. Enra Menene Kasai.
Yo,
Watunka, Watini na. Mumuni Chokosi from Offenso Kokoti, upon design.
Yamiado,
Yanko.
Many of them, Major Papa, 2 vein on coupon, own shroud. Many of them, I am in your Kumano, and I'm a banana baby afternoon. But 2 words was there. No, the children go, Edema, I was warning you. Kwala mo be for some be kita bo frano na bo frano be gina be penipa ye free now some city affair enu na misiro abo frɛ bia be hia nyansa this old in the Misro Council Ekiteno, Minyoto, Yankopoma, Omania one day, no man in the Fusro Papa, or the Betty Corano, no 2 for Yankoponso, when you were Juma year, said Yabella, who Pierre over to your black or Homa, and maybe a summon and maybe some phone also, Minyoto, the name of Juma and Coso. Now Colana will be Asano, young Buka, now 50 years, one sooner. Akolana modina be afternoon and na akolana onye timin kasa na sudie gawaso na akolana ba be kasa kura why na sudie e dano so why na wo so timiti tu abofra no e bi na misuro etike no ni no ko yo to subori nyon to ma o maame na nyankopo di fatumi no adi ama ema ni no ko etumi anyame de ba na mama abofana ba wiase na una ukoye wadwuma ena ma nyankopɔ de ne to ma me ne yem ena ma me na nyensa ne bosome kro ena wo ba wiase na wiase na wo ba no enya akola no da so damode amu onye timi nda no ho ekom de ne awon timi nka wo yare awon timi nka bibi anu awon timi nka de yo ma me no mo so mo de ba wiase dia na siye tiye ya kura no a o ma ni nim ka akola wo ni ti na ne ya uya uma mini ntimi no po enama nko le tente o ti na mesa to so ka kuro eni katade eni nkebomu no fatiti mane no
Yedase thank you Medase umuni chokosi from offensive kokote your point is well made yemfa mo maka na mo so nto aso
Nambi Bishop, you are all mine.
Mumuni Wawi. I don't pass on upon you, baby. I'm family of Makofi Ken from Worcester. We are now our number here. Wow, number here 94 no. Now what was Kofi upon design?
Oh, yeah, Dominion. I was
Radini, my into uncle.
Yeah, when I drink, that's it. The last month was a good month for Obia. I said, yeah, some few weeks.
And I think Kawanka.
Yeah, meaning so one because I said, yeah, maybe na me no bias in him maybe
higher kwan.
Yeah. Anyway, now about say Odike be about say language. Yeah, kasa me and kind of court.
Yeah.
I think say sometimes very specific. Say near me go na ye we should country be omu develop ni ade no omu language is very very important.
Yeah.
Omu DBM go ha ko share ye chrome for Africa for mostly West Africa for and I American to Ghana for could do baby no omu mana na Prof who share Spanish for mukum kasana na wobeka India for we say Argentina Menya Santini.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghana say, yes, Obi or Northern, Oma, and Santimamuda.
And so catchy. Yeah.
Oh, it's Mama, yes, as a people, no, as a majority of us, no, a tree. Oh,
yeah.
It's a tree, any other language. Because, sir, amount some kind of identity.
Yeah.
Amount some kind of identity. It tells you who you are. Within very, very important. You see, if I am to be like one education minister and I say to be part of people who make decisions in education.
Yeah.
Ghana baby, I will be an alcohol school. First of all, before so free JSS, alcohol SS. Maybe our school say one local language one car. Yeah, English A plus B. You be a one car for language now. What really?
Per your submission, who disagree with CID boss now, catch a police for CID say o kokotwa menko country or SI ugu police in any
I disagree vehemently with him.
Oh, okay.
I disagree vehemently with him.
Oh,
because Ghana for mama Kasano any part of who we are.
Yeah.
Those kind of
our culture and our identity.
Yeah, our identity very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a second one, me born itself. Ghana for constitution the moment and yes, see a question for trying for. Now, other countries like US, UK, you will run baby or more a bomb okay. But you see, the member can send a bell before
Kofi Ken. Kofi is a big brother in wisdom. I mean, for our number 9 for Mbacha where
54
there be 94 I would file a de actually I would file a Kwadwo Pokukona Samekwanako Mamiaba Nkuma all the way from Ankrah Government Hospital Pantai Mamiaba Paul Disoso or Tata will show you super
name see no cra oni na years ma wa hano ni ntem dey working hours na years ma
o Tata pa onu so oyes an onu so tie adwuma mu na onu so kan ode no
name see no cra na o ma yi na hin le see o na dey are the same as me ka care for or the all kasa the na he's waiting for his party to come to power. No, contract.
No, I enjoy.
He reflects the prices at the expense of the taxpayer now. So see, Momoji said they are angels, they are thinking about taxpayers. They don't want a contract, so they see prices without even thinking about us. Only the same. So when you daily. Omo ayabu da fere nini kofwa for it was beyond reasonable doubt. And you can't see the common million yes akadia and can be less of the only solution I want to see we need another republic. The military should take over, sack all those people, remove them. And then bring a brand new constitution because when amendment, amendment to shoot to party, another another amendment to shoot. If there's a coup d'etat, then we sit down, draw a better constitution. Then it will benefit the youth. And yes, I merry go round. Last week, subjects are some of the topics are former President Mahama.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a need for the amendment.
Yeah.
But the need, only the idea of election,
electoral reforms. Yeah. Electoral reforms. Yeah.
Other powers, they are not Kalusha more can say he used a certain word, I've forgotten the word he used. Autonomous power,
presidential prerogative powers normally appointee IGP near the anyway.
Okay, you was Africa 71 for 7 days in the moon and the Papa Diamaya. Okay, you they wonder when and they are back for good and they are doing better. So we should also go and come back.
Okay.
Because these two political parties they are going for the next point
yeah.
You see, that's a show near my business Mamaye. You see, as a Hamayan Obina data Kakra, no Akudina baby. No, because of the Bena viewers, I'm not my
no dear term.
No, or dear term or can near me who here. Who don't know how they now about you 29 years, don't you see? You see,
which is bad.
The people that I social media. If you come and you
social media regulation, they are bad thing. Just maybe the platform owners and administrators, no, and a bit me. Other than that, it's going to be difficult.
Because because of what they access to internet, now that's why
okay.
Mama has to see other than
in Chile,
Oluman, baby, Emma, Kajetia market, Emma, Kajetia market, now you see it. Oh, a whole market,
Mammy about Darcy, Mammy about one. Is it a more different from Mammy about one? Yamin Council, thank you very much. Mammy about from Accra, Government Hospital Pantine, Hono Ye Juma, now 10 in Kano. Kwadwo Mahala Drew Sumaminto.
Another man for any more Jumadia, Modibo, Marco Ghana. The young Kwasi, radio as my phone, as one say, now teacher, senior college now, when I go and call Bibian. Now you better to say King David and Gawaba. To go now, some woman of Baba, name of Motion and him say, one day, whatever they quit you for. Lumumba, another.
Kwadwo baby ujana na online Kwadwo bogu baby ujana na online mu ay rough pow.
Hello, Botimeka.
Afede.
Na me kabidi. What about Professor Lumumba? Answer now. No, me ya ki because na Akufo-Addo what could be power only Lumumba or you on me was one of my so corruption me na Akufo-Addo or pay ana kwachi nipa ba ko se we kana tika akwa kodino enti e tika finu a obo akama pome se mama papa nka mani su be tie pa asuni we nyina papa no enyai na ga watu futo aguka na fuani ana ye de koto abamanu obo yenhwe kana fuani pa to tika akwa kodino e ke mu kaina na na ga nkwa pailo obo wachira jama Ghana se papa no oyama e nipa bia kansa no obeyama 2024 so no ye be umbe bia dia e beche na obi so ka say porto ita obo sa dia na o mo si enka kino akabe ye mi de ye pa because unum se uko porto aye ti bi sa se uka dia kata e ti uka na uka na no ye ko fo bia ba be jawo ansa na church le kan no na translate e ti mi de ka asantia na ka asantima mu ade ye church na obeba na pe ni pa na obeba no on ye kin kwa tell a question, man, you go person, you go tell us, and yet happen, you go for it. Or what that can over there, but over that first one. Kind of the beginning of the area, at that point in the year, but not, I have to get an open, or do idea, a better now, one way I come more with an open that they are nearly so much. Nearly so much, you can't get this one done again. Either by the Acobo with you. You see a cousin, near a cousin to wine. Then even I say, your mom would do it. And to open another Akufo-Addo. Oh, yeah, because of 2024. Yeah, you pray and okay. You have to want to open
Yamin Sammy to Asmame.
How to file out?
Sammy, we are now to file our call. Sammy, we are now to file our call. Now, Daddy Botusuko.
Nami ensha mwenye tumepamo ya checking kalisha ni minucho na nika congratulate yenge nime acha obabe na kafefe eda ayarasi na niko masemesu ikona ninka se CID boss na sema yini na yetu ni abasane die opo yini na nonke sani yepen because kasa die enokrano na CID no CID na asem na o ka no
momoti ase ye de CID ni say police for no court ama omo nka twi o omo nka brofo na omo ka twi aigu police for ni mu ase
na me ka say adentina o kasa na because twi kasa no so say Ghana for ye kasa
yeah
na ye tie krum ni ye tie krum na ye ko fa brofo and ye de titiri ye kon opo say no e say ye hwani ye na ka bin ku pa na first na ye kona ye work Ghanaian language in Ghanaian language na ye na ye twi and na ye de because like na obi kano obi enough or mark president to make a tree obi tin time only kuma say to make a tree so we centralizing say Ghanaian language na ye tree na ye ka and the centralizing na na be ye kwa kwa be tin ka upon ka boye you know one major language ye ka Ghana kata ye ka gata de beredie but when you one major language na Ghana ye share na ye ka boye so nne say that the area the Prof to the call ye the Prof to the call obi na ka na say Prof you so police for you crowd mo kosi adi for bobere wa mo Prof kan onko ye ndi so betimi aka twina teacher say ni mo ya chere prosecutor na say I check the corner na say so yet me di here what is wrong with it so when you know the police ni di na chin so kaka Prof because police for bobere ko na ko Prof enko ye ndi so akọ na ko na so betimi aka twi also see Ghana so no betimi aka I don't see anything wrong with that and you know dear like in Kameka, I hasn't a parliament to me. These are some of the things. I hasn't come to me because I think I dream you know, you did not war mine. But you ain't changing your mother. And I am mother. Papa, Otchere-Ankrah, I can't be. Or see, as I said, sometimes we should listen to the opposition or the enemy, NPP government. Another we end this in our power. Let's the COVID-19 before cancer here. I think I would need to actually call Kakra. So the Nipo can be 5 of women and 2 1 more. They are the same. So it is after the NPP for us or the NPP government will be evident. Say opposition on. I say we will be cool. And I will give a contact. I know you tell me wicked point. Or Chiraka the first one, which may be a link. And the end is before Canada. Me did say, and then your more canning so the almost canning though almost criticizing the government media, another president media, but me give it a for to do almost can. So my president president analyzing now because I think almost can why. So me find me 2 1 more year, I don't want my by I don't want Ghana. If you say, yeah, not bonini. But I quite a position. Na NDC another mama class will be yet Ghana for music and to or more can be a book but sometimes it's maybe no position so can be and one. Now the military toy became to some more can Akufo-Addo na kuma so the name of part the clue that you had. So the boy amount to corruption and other one youth and ya Juma Yen and the boss of the say one director for the boss. And that is exactly what we are seeing now in Ghana. I was listening to one communicator, underground. The matter. We are not looking at the underground. We are physical evidence are getting you 1 day to 1 factory, be a that is what you promise Ghanaians. Okay. And so exactly that's what we are looking at. Yeah, that's it. What's up on us every more will give me a just like a little bit say 2024 by Yawa.
How to file a Niana page number 54 near wine. Hello, 54 near wine. Hello. Maybe I tell you number 54 no to assume me. Maybe I tell you number 54 no to assume me. Okay, to my answer on Tim and Kadadi boat also line I drop mobile so I may pick him up but quickly. Let me glance through some of the messages. I'm on for the buyer. Did I hear Otio saying the youth are losing confidence in politicians? Wow. So all of you 3 guests are telling us they are not politicians, especially my in-law too. Hello, Mebacho. Phone background in your crowd. Number 54, the line drops again. Mamiaba said we cannot get a new constitution with both major parties, NDC Mami has a line of it. But John number 54 and where?
Out spoiler.
Yeah, how do my friends now on Teminka?
My interest.
Kasa.
The other time I remember about so poor and coupon show and Pedro and Yo Cassian 2 from my the hours about my panel, my Ghana and Colony, Pabo and Kawa Kola Munua, Wanyano, and Koka and Koka, Yere, and no family now, and Unity FM. I do my phone now, and Kawa were better for Shani Maluchu, and Kaya Chama or they are no American, and in opinion for them, Chama or they are no one, Chalaji SS of me, your MP. I said, Aruna, Nina, as someone NDC 4 year canoe. I am Muntianum or Mufanya Juma. Yes, you are minor insecurity. I'm Pokorosha during an album. They say what to get 28 million Ghana cities. Would have William very good Ghana for a car, some year come here. They say what's an up to get 34 million Ghana cities. And there's an alcohol high player in 20 to be also a disco, a Ghana for 2 years. We're not okay. I got a deal. Another clear, corruption clearing agent. Yet, and a previous for 250 tank. I after Another was clear. Yet, Ghana, and a Goya 400. I talk about Kenya. Yet, Ghana, and a motorbike 750. I talk about agriculture for yet, Ghana, and a caterpillar ID to small skin miners. Bakubaku 500. I talk about Mali. Yet, Ghana, Bunu region, fertilizer $12 million. I hear a Senegal, Mamina, but you say 1 quarter corruption to Bunu regional minister. Ghana, Ninya, after the big box, part 1 and 2, another 2 to 1 and Ninya and Dewa Guajuma. Business is impossible, market women, corruption, I will see me, insecurity, I will see me, Nema Adjago, Manu, but Ghana for any issue, and tell okay, by the grace of the Almighty Allah, coming 2024, His Excellency John Dramani Mani NDC, Yababa, corruption, and how will you open me.
Daddy boat yango. Oh, daddy boat line na drop. Okay. Now we jina swatch na line tikoi and I was by na Santiago. And I don't know why I'm some more issue kakra since you to dia. Daddy boat in you to Moana.
I know international muna power I can step
I'm line drop mind you.
You international can play voice in the international I mean chia na I mean chia for ma ba ko ni na mu tie Ghana for ma abua for mbo ma dina die ko so men chia mo ko ba tuna e team so ma die international
yes sir
fanyi bi to say obi wo position na nka o ma wa futu a nka ya say wo fa yes sir international na she semino opposition be to na other side, other parties, in this year, and can make them an enemy. Summer, how the fella, Africa is here, okay. Not so be, that party, you can get to 2 for. I put to Papa Ben at the mouth. You will be said, no pencil. There come Ghana, and the Ghana people, Joe Pusna. At times, the kind of Kwadwo president to Basso. And the bosses last said, I can, you know, much of the end is before 20 years. You will see a no. You will see a photo. But you put this laptop at Chama school for almost the qua, and yes, you can get all that. Oh, we will say that they will both with $72 million. Opportunity, native for that. Finance software. Now, who software is still there? How much you can let it? You like I want to make from NDC both. If you NDC new way to 2 for Safa, now for Triple Maya, only live by agony. It will be strong. So much in the say, you have 2 MP to the NDC about getting a crowd on one of Odike Bramo. Then I'm not crowd on one and get them cover. And the problem is to move to for yourself for this poor mind. Because you feel what care the more. So when you there, I want the car. And I am from international. We are going to Niba. Shagana Bakosemu. President Ben Pani after about 10 and Ugrasia Tantaya Yaka. 1 time president is a former president. Mama, oh, will be sad. That is an among one sorry. It's in the end of what I say. On the number, and I will declare a constitution and more Mapuno because the constitution was Mapura. In Kagana, ya yiri to mama ni na ndi pa mo mo fi ka ye ko mu yo omo fi sikaba emi edus ebu o my god because sika omo fi jamidu ani ngwasie mi no o ya na tuma ya ka na ni media ni o so say ye campaign sample e power mo mu ti mi so ti mo ko say every time mo lo e din sai ko be fa ni ndi mu otutu mi ewu ye e din sai fra ye be buara ka na chi sai se na ni so ya da sida di bo ya ka sai ka se aya ni pa e ni si ko na Lumumba ko sha mo omo to mo ba bi ndira le da international
yenso da se Ibrahim na se wakasa na Ibrahim
hello
yeah and so abala no so de da na o ma so
opo amabaho na mama ntikitu abi mfiri wona mesrewa mesrewa mepacho
kasa yetio
opoi
yes sir
opoi mama yame nshirawo se o mama second chance na opoi mpacho discussions na we nende no sa mini awe nsama o de ba na yeka ho na mpacho we ya nungwazo aya nungwase manipa se uti abaye mu na wo ka se ka bus bi ye de omu ba ne bus no ya pentu samre pa bus ga so o se asai na mbacho pentu na sai ya aye ndi sina ko position na imani sai ya na se de oto aso na imani sai ya opo nya gubo ka na mi tie mo na mi teze ni no cha da ure
okay thank you ben yan to so chene time na so why
yes ni 5 years more government mo gaze mo so na blame NDC aban aduna yedi tuwi
yan to so
akwa don gode mu na mu dan bono no akwa don gode enya mo nyina na do fi na mo mfa akonya ma akwa dan ko
ya da se
ko mo gane ya me je o
ya me shout to aboy se ekofa news no ba enfan to atie fo anim se nya me adma memenda ebe se de kan kana yie e o usta ha yie no ye makomakom yensa ma me kumase yie ba so Church of Pentecost Mami kumasi yie na eba so Church of Pentecost eno no ye anwumre no ngotwe kopim eye ahomache no mienu 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Mami kumasi yie kofi asew minua be ma kofi vasti mame na yie ne ba so ewo Church of Pentecost Saturday we are Ochinechi ya na eba so oba ya yie na ya kan wasma kan no eno so Ochinechi ya minua be ma Isaac Mensa aka Blumi kana nim se obaya san Chelsea ni ti Chelsea fo yi pa obaya ne Isaac e ba betamo achi na miankasa minua ba obaya yi no se de yaka no eno ya Armenia Cultural Center Saturday ni Sunday ni ye black and white eno no ye 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday ni ye all white eno no ye 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. ena minua ba Matilda any day enso ma me yi no course SDA 67 Vernon Street and you start number 8 Mr. Matilda yi no ba Brantem because a memorial service to so on chepi yen chebebre ti Brantem na wa ma mesi echi ti Saturday we eye miensa and e ba so e o Worcester mami kumase dress code black and red na Matilda de ne black and white and Obaya de no so black and white mami kumasi de ne black and red the following Saturday na miankasa Masi Nimpon Cecilia Chumasi aka Boga papa ono so na ne mami yi no edru ho no ye 11th ti mama yen hye no so na edru ho a ye nyina ye mra meta echi na enye fefefe Masi Nimpon Mark Chumasi Boga papa me yiri papa on the tie yi paso a ene oyensi yi Masi ba ne Victoria ye Frempong me friend Boga wa na be man so me friend Boga papa emma no bi ye Cecilia Mensa ene Ofori anane na grandchildren ni bi ye Teresa Champon ena Belinda Jew omunyina ye Chelsea for Belinda ne Teresa nyina ye Chelsea ti on say Chelsea no be bi wo ho busua biam Chelsea wom nti unya mekan family no abra ti nyame adma 11th ekoso 152 Main Street Shrewsbury MA India Center ho ne ebo abehu bra ne betai machi bra ma metai masi echi na masi sie omame na masi nso ayensie ti masi ba esi omame na masi be man so yensie so ti bra na nye fefefe sanso na yenu abe ma kenasa for 11th September na oye ne ye mame Teresa asafwagia onya ne ba bi koye 52 years e ma me we funda ho nyame yadma ifiada eno be view we no fiada na no pa 9 to 12 eno be view we no na ne memenda no aye 11th no yaye no eyi etwato ewo Myronis Park 52 South Quinsigamon Ave Shrewsbury inti mama yenhye so na on the 11th eno so eyi mienu maase eyi ne Uraken asafwagie nso yire yi ena eba so message ba ku mienu miensa bi na yen sorry so na afi news a ni say the slashes so whom MPP clashes na ba na brante na or this can twa bi no police for remand no wakokot na ma ya remand no nti he's in the custody of police. Breaking news just came say ya remand no el court na the tear enso any say Paul Disoso must attack Kalusha to stop being mischievous and address the many corruption under his government. He should stop attacking John Mahama. Opo, please tell Kalusha if he cares to know John Mahama is not the president. His party have been in power for 5 years. Whose party? Kalusha's party. Kalusha has a party. Politics is very interesting. Today we have Otchere speaking as if he did not contribute to the mess we are seeing today. If he cares to know, his propaganda and lies he told in favor of the corrupt government is what is leading to this mess we are in as a country. But Opo, you see, the fact that Nana Dumuhunu or minus why ye can't bomb with Chinese NDC, the Amuye Biana yo. Inti men kase Otchere Ebuama NDC, MPP Babaimu, Ena Omu Yehu Mesa Yehu. Inti Usu Boya, Bas Brandon, Nijida, Nisada Baino. Should we also say you also help create a mess? Inti don't mistake say MPP for yam from so ye nyama bibrense so mo ya ye kanti say MPP NDC mo ya angels. No, it isn't like that. Okay, that is what I want you to understand. Mami Paul Semasa, it's very ignorant for the MPP members to be sitting and making noise. They have been in power for 5 years now and they're still making noise that they will jail people. Please ask Otchere if he has gotten the Dubai hotel of John Mahama he spoke of. Mamiaba says, was he former President John Mahama transparent with Ghanaians? When they leave power, they think they have all the sense. Like I said, the alternative is empty. They both don't have anything better to offer Ghanaians. The military is the only alternative. Paul also comes back and says, Otchere, we are not the same. Why? Stop making allegations. You cannot substantiate. If you are a man, meet me on Monday. You are there making noise. Since you think you have evidence, help your corrupt president to deal with them. Mouth, from you, Otchere, especially Manucho and Kalusha. Opo, you see you are live. You're not reading my messages. Mamiaba, you can't think the way you want. You are here talking about we are all the same. Just want you to put that you're all the same. Why? That is why you are using the government time to be here writing about things you cannot provide a single evidence. How does listening to radio affect my productivity? What evidence do you also have to show that I am using working hours? Mamia Bane Paul there. Messages, you know. I was not see a messages and a couple of them that I cannot read because I was a yeah. Is there the Musi and Yakofa Peace News? No, they are Thomas when you may admire Yanubi Shauchina, Nadia Kabia, Eddie Abramo, Opo National, Anna Manucho Magandi, Ken Kalusha, Anna Otchere Mensa, and Eddie Jumedi Abramo. Yami had much and Cramo. Kosa wa o my God, no more eka ho ebie. Na wo mo hwehwe mu ade a wo